Why am I fucking laughing? I don't fucking. I was expecting you to do some. Good evening, folks. I just fucking. Stop fucking chicken. Look, we're off to a rocky start already. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Trash Picture Show. I'm quoting fucking Sean. My God, I'm quoting Sean from fucking Horror Hangouts, and I don't have the gravitas of him. Evening, folks. No, hey guys, welcome to another fucking.
Drunk.
I'm fucking drunk. Jen and Marty's Sunday night stream, episode 16. And tonight we're going to be discussing our favorite movies from circa 1994 to 1995. But before we get underway, I will introduce you to my gorgeous co-host, the delectable Jen Mitchell, who keeps on rocking the fucking. Stop jumping up and down, for the love of God.
I'm excited. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can
But yeah.
contain myself.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm amazed you can fucking contain yourself most of the time. Also joining us tonight is an old school alumni and a fucking legend of a lad and a really good friend of the channel, Trenchy, aka the Soulless Trenchcoat. Trench, thanks for joining us, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I'll try and keep Jen from fucking, driving you nuts as best I can, but I don't know if I'll be able to achieve it, but we'll do our best.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Stop rocking the camera, you 5-year-old. It's like doing a stream with a toddler. Hey, we got also hello to the chat. We got the legend Rob's vintage video in the chat. Great guy. We got JWK. I apologize, dude. I can never fucking Ireland. JWK Ireland. How are you doing, dude? We also have Sean. Sheridan 123 in the chat. Another fucking awesome countryman who has a wicked channel. Be sure to check it out. And we have the incomparable Gory B movie who's checking us out. They have a stream later on. They just said they were going to say hello. So, guys, we're doing literally the mid-90s. We're doing 1994, 1995. Jen, for cinema, this period of time, do you feel there's anything iconic? Do you think the 90s are getting their stride? Do you think there's a prevalence of certain genres such as horror, sci-fi? What's your viewpoint in horror?
Well, for just the viewpoint for just the whole year, we'll start with 94 because that's where we're starting with. But 94 is an interesting year in movies. I think we are hitting our stride because we are packed. This year has blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster. I mean, you could fill a couple of lists and not get every fucking blockbuster on. Not only that, but we're also getting the year of the sequels. Like now, sequels are no thing, but this year we are packed. We have something like the police academy going to the Moscow.
Mission to Moscow. Yeah.
Mission to Moscow. Thank you. We have the next Karate Kid. We have City Slickers 2, which was for a sequel not a bad movie at all. We have water cooler movies where people, after they've been in theaters for a while, people would talk about them, like Disclosure. Like it was mind blowing that Michael Douglas would get sexually harassed by Deneen Moore, and that was a bad thing. And I'm sure there's some men that would still go, I still don't see the problem with that. We also had some epic bombs, like probably one of the most and like he just passed, and like he made so many amazing movies, but he also Rob Reiner, who we lost, may he rest in peace. He also made the epic failure that is North, which I don't hate. It's fascinating movie. But Roger Ebert, the critic of Roger Ebert, said I hate this movie with every fucking fiber of my being.
I'm also hello to Nate. Grief World stopped in the chat. Who was that movie for?
That's a good question. A lot of people were asking that. You're not the only one that's asked that.
Is it a kids movie? Is it an adults movie? Is it like
It's interesting. It pretty much everybody and their dog was in it. Like Reba McEntire was in it. Bruce Willis was in it. A list after
Kathy
list.
Bates, Dan Aykroyd. You're like, where the fuck? This is a stacked cast, and it's like, what is the purpose of this movie? Like,
It was. And also we had Exit. I don't mean to cut anyone off, but we also had another, not as bad as North, but Exit to Eden, which poor Rosie O'Donnell got a lot of shit for because she was stuff in S&M gear. It just wasn't a very good movie, but she got a lot of shit for it. She also got shit for the Flintstones as well.
Yeah, she had. Trench, are you okay, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, dude. What's your thoughts on the years of 1994, 1995 when it comes to cinema? Do you think it was a good year, or do you think it was a subpar year? And do you think it's the midpoint that defined the 90s? Do you think the 94, 95 kind of defined what movies were in the 90s?
I wouldn't say there was a bad year because I was going through the movies and kind of like Jen said, there was a lot of like big ones, but there's also a lot of smaller ones that are really cool or more like cult classics that are really good as well.
Mhm.
And I was like, there was a lot of stuff I didn't recognize, but then there was a lot of stuff I'm like, oh, I like that, and there was a lot of, and then there's some interesting movies that I like, but are very interesting.
Yeah.
I know Trenchy, ever the diplomat. They're interesting. Yeah, there's stuff there that like the non Tim Burton Batman movies or Street Fighter and stuff like these like you had fun with them. Were they good? Oh fuck no! But you had fun with them, and you'd usually great casts in those movies.
And you also
Like,
had like I'm sorry, Trenchy.
oh no, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just was going to say it also, we have some beloved movies for your more avant-garde and cinephiles. We have Gus Van Zant's Even the Cowgirls Get the Blues came out. Clerks, from what,
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. Yes, Kevin Smith. You have all of these, you have these lower ones too, but that are very well regarded and were showing us what some of these up-and-comers were going to do.
Yeah, I do think as well that fucking like it or hate it, Harvey Weinstein is a piece of shit. But Miramax, this was when they blossomed. Because as you said, we had Clerks, we also had Pulp Fiction, we had so many Tarantino, Kevin Smith, Robert Rodriguez, all
Peter
these
Jackson,
directors.
Kevin
Yeah,
Creature.
exactly. All these guys. This was the time when they started to go, hey, look, we're fucking young. I think it was the final push of the Hollywood old guard, and you had guys who had kind of made names for themselves in the 80s, had been established, and then you had these newcomers like Smith, like Tarantino. Again, fucking Tarantino is a divisive figure, especially now. I have a lot of issues with some of the shit he said. I mean, fucking who fucking hates Matthew Lillard? That's like fucking hating a video with kittens. They're like, fuck this kitten video. Who fucking does that? Nobody. It's like someone fucking giving Miss Rachel shit. She's fucking too fucking nice. Fuck that.
And
but
his
yeah,
feet things.
yeah, he's fucking hell, fucking. But yeah, I think the 90s is the kind of the last gasp of the old guard, the establishment of guys who are up and coming in the mid 80s, the likes of Jim Cameron, the likes of other kind of action movie directors like John McTiernan. These guys were now established Hollywood fucking titans by this point, and they made their mark. But yeah, Jen, we're going to start with you. So what are your top 5 for 94 in whatever order, from like you number 5 to number 1, or whichever you want to do, whichever you'd prefer?
Okay, I will start. Like I said, there's a lot of movies on this, and there's a lot of big ones that I am omitting. And I'm gonna start with one that, if people who know me, I kind of wonder if people are gonna be surprised with this one, because this is I love my indie shit, whether it's horror or just regular movies. I love my indie shit, but my number 5 is a movie that, like, and I'm not an action girly, but if there's one action movie that I fucking am down for, that I fucking love, that I got the VHS at Christmas and watched watched it on repeat. It's fucking Speed. Oh my God, do I fucking love Speed. You have Dennis Hopper just being his Dennis E. Hopper. He's not his craziest role, but a fun one, especially for it's crazy enough for the mainstream. You have fucking Keanu Reeves, who we're starting to take notice. He's starting to become a big deal, and we're starting to notice his range, who has wonderful chemistry with Sandra Bullock. In fact, in an interview, she said that she actually had a little bit of a crush on him, but she was too embarrassed to tell him, and he told her that he did too. And you can see it. Their chemistry is just fucking off. You also have Jeff Daniels in this movie, and it's just fun. The premise is stupid, okay? Like, as people pointed out back in the 90s, it is stupid, but it is so much fun. And I like the humor. It just works. This is the epitome of what a great action movie is. You're not too much in the thinking department, but a lot of fun.
It's a fun movie. You're dead right. The chemistry between Reeves and Bullock is great. Fucking Dennis Hopper is he's pantomime. He is fucking pantomime. He is someone you would see in a Christmas pantomime. He is chewing scenery. He's like, yeah, hot shot, pop quiz, kind of that whole thing. But the thing I love the most is Jeff Daniels, because there was a list and he won it. There's a list of unofficial I'm fucking dead and I know it moments in movies. And when he comes in, when he busts into fucking Hopper's house with the SWAT team and he sees that bomb and the look on his face, it's like, oh, fuck. It's just the look of resignation and terror melded is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. And he does his he's kind of teaching the young pup all the ways. And again, it's very cliche. It's very steeped into some of your older action movies, but they managed to put a fresh 90s spin on it. I think that's what works. They really blend. Like, they're taking a lot of tropes that they've used in other horror movies. Sorry, horror nerd, always talking about horror.
No,
but in other action movies, but they're kind of making it feel at least fresh and new, even though a lot of stuff was very tropey. It never felt tropey. Does that make sense? Like,
again, they took obvious cliches but put a spin on it. What you have is essentially a fun B action movie.
Yes.
And I think this is the sliver where we got this. 94 was also a thing where they were like, you had the classic disaster movies of the 70s, but they started to hybridize them into action movies. And this, I think Speed was one of them.
I do too.
Also, I want to say hello to Brian, Kubrick lovers in the chat, and we also have Acres of Movies. We also have Hey Internet Eric here, fucking legend of a lad. If you haven't checked out his channel, what the fuck are you doing? Go check it out. But yeah, Jen, do you think that there is elements in Speed of the kind of classic disaster movies from the 70s, like Airline, like Earthquake, like stuff like that?
Very much so. I mean, the whole premise, this bus will explode if it goes under. I mean, that's right there. I mean, it's not a natural disaster, but it's very harkens from those movies. And this movie is one of those movies, like, if you looked at the script, you'd think this movie can't be that good. It's better than it has any right to be. You know what I mean? And that no small part to the cast. And even like the character actors, the guy that gets started, how he gets onto the bus, that actor is fucking great. The actor who plays the chief, who was kind of a typecast as that, you often saw him playing chiefs in a lot of other movies. Great. It just, everything worked and clicked into place, from the big main cast to some of the side characters to the annoying guy on the bus that everyone thought was a douchebag.
Yeah, he was in
Twister with the director.
Was that Ferris Bueller's best friend, Cameron?
I believe it was.
Hey, Jason. Sorry, Jason, we kind of have a set panel tonight, but maybe another night. Don't worry about it, dude, okay? But, Trench, what's your thoughts on Speed? Did you like Speed?
I like Speed. I just not like it as much, but I rewatched it and it is really good. It is really good. Because me and Mac were kind of debating stuff, and yeah, I did rewatch it. It's really good. It's still not better than First Blood, but it's really good. And I love. My favorite part of it is when he's like, that guy pulls out the gun and he's like, I don't know you, man. Like, I love that part, because I like how it's not just the bus, it's like the people on the bus, and there's a lot of stuff with it, like a lot of elements.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's an excellent pick. Jen, what's your next movie?
Okay, this is one. Now, don't get mad at me, okay? Oh, hello, Full Moon. But
Hey,
I
Moon.
have to put two movies here because they're like my two favorite comedies of all time. One of them because one of the funniest scenes, like no matter how many times I watch this particular scene, it will crack me up on my deathbed. And the other movie is just the funniest movie all the way through. And I could not pick. It was too much of a Sophie's choice. So I promise this is the only one I'm going to do it to. But I'm going to have to throw in two movies for my number 4. I'm so sorry.
I love you, but Jesus Christ, you're.
I will be very quick. My two favorite comedies, and these would be like my two favorite comedies of all time, would be Dumb and Dumber. Now, this is the movie that the scene, and I've told you at nauseum what the scene is, but the scene with the dead parakeet, with the blind kid, with Lloyd, he didn't have a head. Harry, I fixed it. Pretty bird, pretty bird.
He fucking taped the fucking parakeet's head back on. That was fucking. That
will be funny on my deathbed. And the other movie, and this one isn't talked about as much, and I love the first one too. This is a sequel, but this movie is just funny the whole way through. And I'm not a sports girly at all, but fucking Major League 2, whenever I'm down, that is a movie I go to. I fucking adore Major League 2, and I'm not a baseball girly, but fucking Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, the guy that plays, first he's into like the satanic stuff, then he finds in this movie
Serrano. Well, the character Serrano. That's Dennis Haysbert. He was President Palmer in fucking 24, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think it's Dennis Haysbert who plays him.
And he's so good. And the coach that was, I mean, it's just such a fun, and Tom Berenger is so good. And we're basically doing kind of a hash of the first one. And Charlie Sheen was so good. And then he gets cocky and he's doing movies. I mean, everything just works with this movie so much. I love it. And it's one that doesn't get talked about, and there's gags. We've seen them done in other movies, but for some reason, this movie just hits with everything with me. And probably a lot of it is Tom Berenger. He's an unsung hero in the acting world, and he can really lead this ensemble cast and does it so flawlessly.
If someone did put a gun to your head, which are you going to pick? Which would you say? Which would you have to? If one of them disappeared, if one of them was wiped from cinematic history, which would you want gone?
Dumb and Dumber, I guess I would have to give the chopping block to. I love Dumb and Dumber, and again, Jeff Daniels is in that, and he's so good. And there's so many, and the dog, and the peeing scene. I remember when I first saw this at the theater, and that peeing scene was so fun. I was like probably 12.
There's great little gags in there as well, where fucking Lloyd's going out of the bar and he sees the newspaper clipping. We landed on the moon. We landed on the moon. It's like Jesus. Fuck.
And Merry Christmas, that little joke always, and I like a lot of people missed it, but if she would have married Lloyd, her name would have been Merry Christmas.
And Lauren Holly was super cute in that, and she's fun. Like where he goes and goes, "Ooh, nice hooters." So he's like, "What?" Yes. And he ends up fucking What was it? The birds, the fucking bird aside, fucking between the parakeet and the fucking champagne bottle. Killing the owl. That's fucking Trench. Out of the two of Jen's picks for number 4,
sorry,
which do you think's better, fucking Major League 2 or Dumb and Dumber? Trench, which would you prefer?
I've never seen Major League 1 or 2. I don't think I've never seen those. Dumb and Dumber's okay. I'm actually not big on that one. I did rewatch that with some friends, and it was better on the rewatch, but it's never been like a go-to for me for Jim Carrey.
Trenchy, do you think that it's like something that's of its time? Like if you were probably like, because we grew up with it, like this is something me and Marty grew up with, and probably a lot of people. Do you think older people, this is more of an older fogies kind of movie?
I don't know, because I know people my age that like it too, and maybe they grew up with it too. Like I didn't. I don't think I grew up with it. I've seen it, but there was other comedies I grew up with, and I don't know. It's just with Jim Carrey. I was watching some of his other ones, and it's not a bad movie. It's just I just don't really get the hype that other people do. So maybe you had to just see it at a certain time.
Probably. That's fair. Sorry, Marty. I'm like all over the
No,
place.
you're good. No, it's a good question. Is it one of those films like there's a channel I watch, this aged wonderfully, and it's basically ironic. They're being sarcastic, and it's like, is Dumb and Dumber do the younger generations? Is it quote unquote socially acceptable? Is it PC? I don't think it is, but still, it's so fucking
funny.
good. It's so fucking like the bit
I
where
mean,
yeah. Go on. Sorry, Trench.
there are way more un-PC Jim Carrey movies from this year.
Yeah.
There's like Dumb and Dumber is harmless compared to some of the other like some
Ventura?
people get really mad with
Yeah.
it's I like Ace Ventura, but I prefer the sequel. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
it's
understand that. That's a good point, Tracy,
And-
by the way. That's a damn good point.
I'm come here, Jen. What is your next pick?
Okay, don't worry, I don't have any more of those, and I'm sorry. It's just I love both of those movies.
No bother.
My number 3 pick is a movie that, again, very basic bitch answer, but you will know that because you know who one of my favorite directors is Neil Jordan. I fucking love the man, and why Interview with the Vampire is so special to me is because when I heard that they were casting Tom Cruise, and I don't have anything against Tom Cruise, I think he's a good actor, but I could not see past my own thing, and I thought, oh, he would never work in a horror movie. And I had read the book and I thought he's not gonna be the right Lestat. And boy, was I fucking wrong. Give the devil his due. He was fucking. Now the show is a little better. The show's Lestat is better, but like you got to remember, people, at the time the studio was very uncomfortable with the homosexual element, and Neil Jordan and everyone had to really tap dance around the subject matter.
You're not gonna fucking quote unquote hire two of Hollywood's biggest fucking hunks.
Not to mention Antonio Banderas too.
Antonio Banderas, and put them in the 90s in a fucking gay fucking relationship. That would not work. And again, like you were saying, Rice's books aren't about vampires; they're about us. And that was something that could have been explored. But just at the time, it's still a good movie. But I do feel over the years, and you talking to you and talking to Velvet have solidified that tonally, in a certain regard, that movie was neutered.
Yeah. It was, but still but I also give so much praise to Neil Jordan and everybody because they had to be very restrictive, but they still made it shut. That is a movie that I get couch locked on. And when I heard it, I rolled my eyes and I thought this is going to be fucking bullshit. And I mean, it's dazzling and everybody is so good in this movie. And and like I said, I will give it to Tom Cruise. He brings a lighthearted and joy into the role and everyone had to be really careful. And Antonio Banderas did too, because they're lovers, but they just have to say, oh no, they're really good friends. Him and Louis are just really good friends.
It's something you got to skirt around. Also, I'll read out some of the comments. I hope no one thinks I'm being rude. Moon says, as much as I like Tom Berenger in Major League movies, my favorite of his is always be Wordman in Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yes.
We also have Hobbs Horror stopped in. Hey Hobbs, how you doing? Another great channel. Be sure to check it out. And Ben Grimm, if you haven't checked out Ben's channel, check it out. He says City Slickers 294 is great. The series is underrated. Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with Ben. I didn't make my list, but I think that is a great sequel. I think the inclusion of John Lovitz in that movie really adds. You already got Billy Crystal and Daniel Stern and Bruno Kirby, and adding Lovitz into it is just fucking amazing.
I love when fucking Lovitz comes. I milked your cow. It's like Norman's a bull. It's like I know it's a cheap one, but it's like, you know. It's fun. It's fun. And I like Lovitz. I remember I was very fucking kind of cold on John Lovitz, and then I found out he kicked the shit out of Andy Dick for fucking being involved with fucking Phil Hartman's demise, and I was like, Well, fucking, you know what? Lovitz is all right in my fucking book. If he kicks the shit, if he was friends with Phil Hartman and kicks the shit out of Andy Dick, he must be an okay guy. So yeah. Jen, sorry, where were we?
My number two, and this is finally I'm going to get a movie that I'm sure some of you guys already know, but it's not as well known. It's definitely not a blockbuster. It was a made for HBO movie back in the day, and it is called Mi Vida Loca, My Crazy Life. And this movie, it is essentially about a group of women, and they're in a gang, and we're just see the life. But what is so genius about this particular movie is it's just showing how hard it is to be a woman, and they have to stand by their men, but at the end of the movie, they have to realize they have to take care of themselves and their own kids because they can't. The life that they're living, they're in with guns and drugs, and their partners are either going to be dead or in jail before they're 30. It's a really good movie.
Is Jada Pinkett Smith in that movie?
No, I don't believe so. This is more. This was set in L.A. and the
it's a Hispanic gang.
Yeah, it's more of a Hispanic gang, but what it's really about is the director who did this. She also did another movie we'll be talking about later down called Gas, Food, and Lodging, and she had a horrible life, and she's always trying to really show women-centric movies. And even though this is about a gang, any woman I think would really relate to this, especially just trying to find your own way, but being true to yourself. It also deals with romantic elements. It's just a really good movie, and friendship and what it means in friendship. It's just a really, really good movie. It is free on YouTube, guys. I would really recommend to check it out. It is a movie with a lot of heart, and it's just a really goddamn good movie on top of that.
Any, I know it was made for TV, but any notable actors, any who's who, or those kind of guys, or them guys kind of?
There is one guy, I think his name is Jacob Vargas, and he's been around for a long time at character actor. He's in this, and he's really good. And there might be a couple of other people. It's just a really good movie, and people fall in love. This is a movie where you don't think of them as actors. You remember, like, there's a character named Sad Eyes. There's different characters and stuff, and you just think of the characters. Thank you. Yes, Brian's right. That is her name, Allison Andrews, and she's really good.
Brian's on the fucking money. You can't. If you want someone who's an absolute scholar when it comes to cinema, be sure to check out Brian's channel and
Marty,
his music as well.
Seen it? Sorry,
No, I'm not. I was confused because there's another movie that came out around the same time. I forget the title. It has Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah. Oh fuck, I forget, but it was essentially the same thing. These were African American women. They were trying to fucking deal with the struggles of having partners in gangs, and it's that's what made me think it was the same movie. Acres says, I love My Vida Loca so much. Thanks so much. I want it up on streaming series of Legacy C. Okay. Let's see. Ben says, grew up in a very Mexican neighborhood in San Diego, and My Vida Loca reminded me so much of my friends. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gas, Food, and Lodging is another favorite of mine. Same director who did it, and and I'm so happy that our chat knows this one because like it's not an undiscovered gem or anything, but not everyone will know it. And like I said, guys, it is free on YouTube, and if you've never seen it, it's a really good movie, and it's not just about one thing; it's about so much.
I definitely think it needs to be checked out. So it's up on YouTube, yeah.
Yes, it was the last time I checked for it. So it's a really good movie. It's one that I have in my collection. Sorry.
Oh no. I'm hoping it was made with more sensitivity and fucking wherewithal than American Me. I was watching the documentary on that, and Eddie James Alamos really fucked up. He got fucking people killed. Do you know about that?
I did. I heard about that. And she was using one of the reasons why a lot of the kids were like first up and comers and stuff. And it gives it a much more authentic. And that's what a lot of people say. It's a very authentic film. And she used a lot, but they're all good. But they're all really good for a lot of first time actors. They're all really good.
But yeah, Brian was asking Gas and Food is on YouTube, Jen? Is this?
Gas, Food, and Lodging. I'm not sure if that one is on YouTube or not, but Mi Vida Loca is. But you could look. Sometimes stuff pops up on YouTube all the time.
So what is your number one pick, Jen?
Oh, well, it's a movie you're intimately familiar with because we did a stream on it, and I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody in the goddamn chat's going, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Marty." But it is Red to Kill. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. It is a horror movie, and it is from the Category 3 series, which was, the hardest of the hardcore. You had to be 18 to see it, and it is about a mentally challenged girl who gets raped, and the revenge comes in where she doesn't go after the person that does it, but someone very close to her does, and we just follow it. And it is a very dark. You didn't think it was as dark and as brutal as
No,
I
I think because because of your fucking palate, because of your strong palate, I was expecting something. Jesus, like you, and I'm not saying you had it hyped up or overhyped or anything. I just said when you said it's a Category 3 movie, I'm like, Jesus, fuck, what the fuck is? And I know my Asian cinema, and I know my extreme Asian cinema. I never heard of this category system or anything like that. So I was like, fuck, this must be great. And don't get me wrong, it's still fucked up. It's still a fucked up movie. And I, my issue with the movie is like, it's, and again, I should have suspected because Jane is not an advocate of happy endings or fucking stuff with a bow, which is right. Which you can't expect everything to be fucking neatly tied up. But it's a movie. It's a cinematic gut punch. That's your. It's well crafted. It's maybe a bit grottier than it should be for trying to tell the story it's trying to tell. But that said, it has something to say,
It does.
and it is a gut punch. I think it's one of those movies like the Poughkeepsie tapes. You watch it, it's it's done. You don't need to watch it again. That's my own opinion.
Yeah. For me, it's one that I go to again and again, and it's one that makes me. You saw me; I cry. There's certain scenes that make me cry every time I watch it. So it's not for everybody, but if you love your rape revenge stuff, and it's one that doesn't get talked, except unless you're running into me, this is a movie that doesn't get celebrated or talked about enough. It's a bitch to find. I will say it's a fucking bitch to find, but it's well worth hunting it out, especially if you like rape revenge cinema.
Yeah, no, check it out. But again, it's just one of those movies. One and done. Have you any honorable mentions that you want to promote?
A couple, but just a couple. Promise.
Okay.
Okay, so I have It Runs in the Family, which is a very controversial takeout you'll get from me because this is the sequel to A Christmas Story, and I prefer this movie way more than I prefer A Christmas Story. It's basically set in summer, and we just follow Ralphie and his family in the summer, and they go on little adventures. Charles Grodin is in it; he plays the father. It's
Kieran Culkin plays the Peter Billingsley role, does he? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he does, and does a really good job. And it's just a fun, sweet movie. It's a good movie to watch on a hot summer afternoon. And I like it, but maybe because I've seen A Christmas Story so many times, I prefer it over. And I don't hate A Christmas Story, don't get that idea. But I think It Runs in the Family is just a little sweeter to me. I really enjoy it. And you don't hear me say that very often.
Come here, Jen. I just got to sort out something with my internet. You work away there with your honorable mentions, and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Sorry about this. My other honorable, a couple other honorable mentions. One, and people are going to hate me, is it's a Saturday Night Live film, and it's Pat. And for you younger kids who might not know what the fuck It's Pat. Pat was a character on Saturday Night Live, and the whole shtick was it was an androgynous character. The joke was people couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, which doesn't age well in these times. But there's nothing mean spirit about it. Julia Sweeney played It's Pat, and a lot of people don't find it funny, but I think it's a funny movie. I'm one of the few people that like that It's Pat character, but it totally bombed at the box office, and not many people like it. Have you ever seen it, Trench?
No, I've never heard of that. I've never watched SNL. I'm not really into sketch shows, but I've seen some of the movies, but like Coneheads and A Night at the Roxbury.
I get you. I'd be interested. You might want to put that on your to watch list, Trenchy. I'd be interested to hear what you say. Like I said, given the time and place we are at now, it's not a very it wasn't even an appropriate movie probably back then. But there's no mean spiritedness to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I like there's some movies where I go like damn, but I usually don't get offended by movies.
Hmm.
Like this guy under it's not it still doesn't make it right, but they are of their time and you can laugh at something and not agree with it.
I totally, yeah, I
Because
get that
sometimes you gotta laugh at how like what the fuck were they thinking?
exactly. Have you seen It's Pat, darling?
I've not.
Oh, okay. It's a movie I'd recommend. Okay, I only have I'm gonna say I love In the Mouth of Madness, but I know it's on yours. So, but that's another movie I love. And the other movie that I want
Mhm,
to mention is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It's one of my favorites out
mhm.
of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I love when the direction Wes Craven took this.
It's
It's oh, sorry,
it. No. I was going to say that's actually on my honorable mentions as well. Wes
very
Craven's New
cool.
Nightmare. I like the meta commentary. I think the meta commentary works a bit better than Scream.
Hmm.
Fucking shoot me, but
No, I like Scream for what it is, but I'm not the biggest Scream girly. I'm a horror girly, but it's not one of my old. I think it does work better than Scream 2. And but this is the last one, I promise. But it's a movie that I haven't heard too many people talk about it, and it's a really, if nothing else, it's a fucking amazing performance from Tommy Lee Jones. There's a movie called Cobb, and it is based on the baseball player Ty Cobb. And I am someone who's not a sports girly at all, but and I don't know how much true of this movie it is. I haven't done my research or read, but the movie itself is fascinating. And he wasn't a particularly good guy. He was a racist, and he had his mother killed his father. And we get flashbacks. Robert Wool is in this, and Tommy Lee Jones deserved a fucking Oscar for this performance. It was just really good. He plays this Southern racist, but then you realize, okay, maybe he's not as bad as what you think. Things aren't what they appear to be, and as you go along with his story, you find out things.
what period of history was he a baseball player in, Jin?
The early, like maybe the early 20s. We're set about in the late 50s or 60s, I believe. Maybe a
Okay,
little
okay.
later, a little older. But Robert Wool is interviewing him and stuff, and like he finds out, and then he decides to print the lie because he's like, people don't want the truth; they want the hero and stuff. Robert Wool is also very good in this.
So it's about fallibility and having heroes and stuff. It sounds good. I heard about it, but I never seen it. I need to check it out.
I don't know
Um,
how true it is to the real Ty Cobb. Like, I've never done any reading or research on it, but the movie itself is very good. But how factual it is, I don't know.
I so they're your honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Trenchy, what is your top five for '94, my friend?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And my bad if I messed up some of the dates on these. I didn't get to double check everything,
Don't worry about
but
it.
Okay,
hopefully this is all 94. But for my number five, I went with Leon the Professional.
Oh,
okay,
good movie.
that's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a classic. I know it has some uncomfortable themes in it, but I don't. I think it's innocent. I don't think they were trying to do anything like disturbing. It was just like childlike innocence and his kind of childlike innocence.
Yeah,
But
it's
like,
it's
it is an awesome movie.
and it's kind of a spin-off from the professional. The character John Reno's character is again, Luke Besson was kind of like Sergio Leone. You'll have characters that are similar, played by the same actors, turn up in other movies, and I think this was his answer to that as well.
Yeah, and Gary Oldman as the villain is great because he's kind of scary, but he's also
Yes.
kind of funny. And I know when I say that, some people are like, he's funny. It's like, yeah, he's kind of funny in a
He
disturbing type of
Yeah, I
way.
would agree.
saying what I was saying earlier on about Dennis Hopper. Fucking Oldman is pure pantomime in this. Send you but want us to send everybody, boss? Everybody just fucking explodes. It's like it's such a fucking it's such a great performance, and also his crooked cops. They're so they're so fucking scummy. So you're delighted when fucking Leon's picking him off, or the stupid fucking drug dealer. He brings fucking Matilda to the apartment so she can learn how to fucking shoot. He's like, he has no idea what's fucking going on. It's just, it's funny. It's fucking, it's a hilarious scene. I'm
It is.
what's it? Who would be your favorite character on the Trench?
Uh, Probably Leon. Although I do like Natalie Portman's character as well. I forget her name. I think it's
Matilda.
like Matilda. Yeah, she's great too. I mean, all the characters are great, but I like it because it's kind of like you have this one, and then you have V for Vendetta, which is kind of like Natalie Portman again is being trained by this assassin, and it's interesting to watch those two movies because they kind of got overlap in an odd way. It's funny how that happens with
I
actors and stuff, but yeah, Leon the Professional is a great movie.
It
I
is.
like how Matilda's likable, but she's also a little shit as well. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not training you how to kill. She grabs the fucking gun and starts shooting out the window randomly. Okay, I'll teach you how to kill, but you do that again, I'll break your fucking neck. And then she
It's
goes
so
down.
sweet.
She goes down to the fucking hotel or motel owner or whatever the fuck, and she says, "How's your daddy?" Because it's not my daddy, he's my lover. And the two of them are just walking away from the motel. You fucking do that again. It's just, it's fun. And you can tell Natalie Portman was a fantastic actress from that early fucking role. She kicked arse. What's
Mhm.
your thoughts on
Yeah.
it, Jen?
I love it. I love it. Gary Oldman. I mean, you can't. And I get what Trenchy means about like. I guess some people might not, but it is a really funny movie. I mean, he's a funny character. I guess you have to have a certain sense of humor to appreciate it, maybe. But if you do, it's funny.
It's just the idea of this coked up, corrupt cop. I would have loved to have seen a spin-off movie of how he got to this point because he's just fucking unhinged. Oh, Moon says, let's see. Moon says Cobb is about 2 books. The one writer published while Cobb was alive, where he printed the lie, and
Lie,
after
yeah.
he died, he published the truth. But it later came out that neither one was accurate. Okay.
Oh, see, I didn't know that part. I knew that there were 2 accounts. Okay.
So it turns out he was bullshitting on both accounts.
It's
That's
still a hell of a good movie, and like the performance alone.
it. Trenchy, that's a fucking excellent pick. What's your number 4, dude?
My number 4 is a Studio Ghibli movie, and I don't know if this was the original or the re-release. I think it's the original. It is Pom Poko, which if you're watching Pom Poko, you gotta watch the original because Disney ruined it.
Yeah,
Because yeah, it's like magical, like raccoons. They're like spirits or whatever, and they're like nature, and somebody's trying to destroy the nature, and they fly through the air using their ball sacks as parachutes, and they kill people with their ball sacks. But Disney turned it into pouches because Disney is lame.
Oh, why didn't they keep the ball sacks?
I don't know, but it's amazing. They fly through the air with their ball sacks as parachutes. They have giant ball sacks. It is hilarious.
So Disney literally gelded magical raccoons. Wow.
Yeah, they turned them into kangaroo pouches, and I think they're supposed to be raccoons. There's something, but they're like magical creatures in the forest.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, Rob's right. If you love this lady and you love her channel, give her an outvote. Rob was kind enough. And Echo Zero. I think Echo Zero was the person who originally nominated you. She's nominated for YouTuber Personality of the Month. So go over to Rob's channel and throw a vote. Look, I'll say
And
I'm
Lamona
biased.
and Jen, and I'm not familiar with the other YouTuber. They're all, but I would assume they're all.
They're all.
awesome.
I'm biased. I'm obviously voting for my gorgeous girlfriend, but there's other good. Not what I'm saying, good people, great fucking people. You have Jennifer Tochi and you have the fantastic Lamona Demona over there, and another individual. I forget their name. I apologize if you're watching this. You can fucking mail me fucking a brick, and I'll fucking slap myself over the head with it if you want. But yeah, Trench. Ghibli movies, I think.
Marty could slap me with his ball sack too.
Damn it. Ghibli movies have a habit of. Oh my god, you scared him off, Jen. Jesus. God damn it. Oh, here's the actual other person. Trenchy will be back in a second. I'm Graveyard Game Yard. I know that chap. He's actually a super fucking nice dude. Jesus Christ. He does he's long hair and a beard. He's super fucking nice. I was chatting him to over Christmas. Fuck yeah. If you like your video games and stuff, vote for that chap as well. But if you like horror and if you like people who have no filter, vote for her. She's fucking nuts.
Hi, Trenchy.
Speaking of nuts, Trench. So Disney cut the fucking magical squirrel's balls off. This is a fucking repeat again. Maybe I should just stop saying magical balls. He'll be back again. Disney
but balls are magical.
Disney and fucking Harvey Weinstein, ironically, have a bad habit of cutting down and censoring Studio Ghibli movies. Now, look, I think it's very fucking insulting to cut them down because they're like, well, American audience won't understand them. They're not, it's like, fuck you. Fucking let people fucking decide. Hang on, I'll just. Trench, do you think Studio Ghibli movies are cut because studios are afraid audiences won't understand them because of the cultural kind of difference? There is a bit of a culture shock there.
Wait, what? Hello?
Sorry, Trench, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think, obviously for censorship reasons, but do you think another reason, because Princess Mononoke, a bunch of other Castle of Castellagro, a bunch of those movies have been cut down. Do you think it's due to... I don't think it's just due to censorship. I think it's because the studios don't have faith in American audiences, i.e. they don't understand the kind of cultural differences, or they put it bluntly, they feel that maybe American audiences aren't as, say, intellectual as, say, European or Asian audiences, and that's why they felt they needed to do that. Hey, Interweb Kaiju, what do you think, Trench?
I feel like that's a part of it, because even look at stuff like WB for kids with like stuff like One Piece, where they're not only taking cigars out of people's mouths, which is one thing, stupid, but I get it, you don't want to promote smoking, it's still stupid, but they're like, we can't have rice bowls in this because the kids won't know what rice bowls are, and it's like, well, understand it's food and they're eating it, like, it's not that hard. Studio get like the Disney, and I like the song from the Disney version, and I like some of the voices, but Kiki's Delivery Service, they butchered the ending. They butchered the whole theme of that movie by having Phil Hartman talk as the cat at the end, and he was great as the cat, but the cat's not supposed to talk at the end because that's the point.
Fucking point.
It's again, it's when you don't have faith in your audience and you need to fucking simplify or go, well, we have a bunch of uncultured coots watching the movie. Let's remove. That's what I feel some studios fucking do, and it's kind of ignorant. That's an excellent fucking pick. It's always great when a Studio Ghibli movie, Ghibli or Ghibli, I never know which.
Yeah, and it's a good like movie too. It's really funny because of the ball sacks, but it's actually a good serious type of fun movie too, with like the forest and the preserve of nature and stuff.
Cool.
I'll give it a check out. I haven't seen it, Trench, but I'll give it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Trench, what's your next pick, my friend?
Oh, number 3, and I gotta hope the year's right. I went with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
I wondered if anyone was going to bring that up. Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I love this version. I always defend this version. It's closer to the book. It's not closest to the book, and I do think the original is better. but I do think this one's really good. And Robert De Niro does not walk around with his New York accent in this like people think.
No, it's a complicated movie, Trench. It is a complicated movie, but I do think De Niro did get a lot of shit for this. And he has fucking balls to go out of, the genre. We think of him as other kinds of movies we don't necessarily think, and he did something different. And it's not just a low grotty horror movie. I mean, it's in a way, the language and the story structure, there's a lot of meat to
I could never see this have not getting greenlit if it wasn't for 1992's Bram Stoker's Dracula. No, not De Niro. Not De Niro. I think the only reason this got off the ground is for Coppola's Dracula. And Coppola fucking produced this one as well with Branagh. Coppola had... So, as someone said, I saw a brilliant interview, the kind of horror remakes of the 90s were very horny. Between this and Bram Stoker's Dracula and Wolf, they were a very kind of... And I suppose you could even put fucking Interview with a Vampire in there.
Yeah, you could. In a very closeted sort of way, but yes. Yeah.
But I think everyone fucking does a crack up job. De Niro, again, I don't think he has a New York accent. He's speaking in almost like someone who I'm not going to say a learning disability or mentally impaired. I'm going to say someone who's in an accident and their cognition is slowly coming back. And I think that was a great way to approach it. And we got Echo Zero in the No More Monsters in the chat. Hey, dude.
Hello.
Oh.
But had you any favorite scenes or characters or actors in this one, Trench?
I always like how he's brought to life with the eels. I know some people don't like the eels. I thought the eels were really cool. I like when they make the bride with Helen Bonham Carter. Like I really like that. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but I always like this one. I actually like it better than the Bram Stoker Dracula.
Okay,
personally.
Wait. Whoa, boy. I love you, Trenchy, but did I just hear you say you liked it better than my beloved Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yeah, no offense to Bram Stoker's Dracula, I'm just not a big fan of when it gets to the end. I think the ending was rushed and was kind of all over the place for me. But it's a good movie. It's not bad. And Keanu Reeves sucks in it, but, it's fine.
No, he's
good. I don't think he sucks. I think poor chap is doing his best, and I think it's down to...
He's talking like Johnny Utah!
I mean, it's to make the kids! It's to make it cool and hip for the kids of the 90s, Trench. You had to be there. He was trying
he's fun. He doesn't ruin the movie. It's actually entertaining.
And also, and Marty's gonna hate it, but I have to bring it up. I have crossed, Gary fucking Oldman, I have crossed oceans of time for you. Every time my panties get soaked. It's such a fucking good line.
Trench, is there any line in Frankenstein that makes you want to soak your panties? That you the
not that I think of.
Okay. I'm with Trenchy. It's a great adaptation.
Do you like it more than my beloved Dracula?
Joe, I'm gonna be an absolute fucking. I'm just gonna be the. They both work together as a double feature. They both complement.
They're both good. They are both good.
Also, hello to Strange Monkey.
Hey, Strange Monkey, how you doing? So Trench, what's your next one? What's your next number? Actually, I forgot. I fucking.
Yeah. At number 2, I have Ed Wood.
Yes.
This might be my favorite Burton. It's just like, I just love how it's just about this guy that loves movies and he does his best to bring these movies to life. And I know some people say he's the worst director in the world, but I don't think so. And I've seen some of his movies, and you can see that there's at least passion behind them. I've
Yeah,
seen way worse
Yeah.
I
than Ed Wood.
I love this movie, and I love another movie called Frank with Michael Fassbender. And it's like it doesn't matter if you're good or bad at what you do. If you're passionate and you love what you're doing, fucking do it. Fuck what everyone else thinks.
Hmm.
Just fucking run with it. That movie though, Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi is
Yes.
fucking pull the string. I fucking love Martin Landau is fucking class in that, and
He
I
was.
that's where I learned. That's where I learned that movie was like he was actually. I was like, did Burton done this for the movie? He wasn't actually buried in his
No,
Dracula
he
costume.
was.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? I fucking love Lugosi. Martin Landau is fucking brilliant. Johnny Depp is fun. It's
Bill
just
Murray too.
yeah, Bill Murray.
Isn't
You
Yeah.
he's
stupid
great in
people,
it?
stupid people. It's just it's a fun
Even
movie. It's a fun
Sarah
movie.
Jessica Parker's not bad for.
Yeah, what she's in. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a fan of her, but no, she's okay.
She's good in
And
it.
Patricia Arquette, I think, is his second romantic kind of lead
Mhm.
in that. It's a fun movie. It's a fun again. Before Tommy Wiseau, we had fucking Ed Wood, and Ed Wood was way better than fucking Tommy Wiseau. So yeah,
I'd agree, and that's probably one of my favorite Tim Burton. I'm not as I've said before. I'm not the biggest Tim Burton guy, except the other movie I really like is his Planet of the Apes. Fuck you all! You all are wrong about that. But I also really love Ed Wood, and and I like his Batman movies. But I'm not generally for a horror girly. I'm not too big on his horror movies.
yeah.
I
It's
like his other movies better.
that's an excellent pick, Trench. That's
It
yeah.
is.
George Animal Steel is in the movie. He plays Tor Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a great fucking movie. It's a great
And it's
movie.
Yeah.
heartbreaking because like how he ended up his story but I also like that they didn't give it a happy because sometimes people don't get their happy Hollywood endings.
No, they don't. But again, I like the fact that portrays it. Look, you mightn't be a success. You mightn't fucking make fucking Oscar worthy material, but it's and I maybe it's well. I like to think it was like fucking an aspect of what the American dream was. Look, you fucking keep trying. You can make a movie.
Mhm.
I mean, he loved what he made, and
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
seems to
that's
be the
all that
only thing
matters.
that matters. And he gave Bela Lugosi a second life,
Yeah, he
Hmm.
did.
essentially.
Yeah,
And they really were that close. Like they were really, it wasn't just a movie director and actor. They were really close.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trench, that's a great pick. If you like this, Trench, I recommend you check out a movie called Frank with Michael
Oh,
Fassbender.
I've never seen that one.
It's a good one. It's about I'm not going to go too much into it, but it was an actual based on a musician who existed, and he got notoriety not because of his music, but because he lived most of his life in a paper mache head, and that's all I'll tell you. Check it out. Trench, what is your number one contender?
Uh, um, my number one is and there's a lot of good movies that came out this year, but I decided to go with. Some people probably know this, but this is one I saw in school and I fell in love with, and it's With Honors.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
That is a great movie where Joe Pesci plays this homeless man and he steals Brendan Fraser's thesis, or doesn't steal it, he finds it and he's like burning it to keep warm. And Brendan Fraser's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'll give you a page a day if you like help me and stuff." And then he helps Brendan Fraser become a better person. And it's a very I know some people will say it's very cliche and stuff, and it is, but I really like it. And I know not everything. Like, I know it's like he's like yelling at the people in college. I know college has its place, but I feel like college is like the end all be all people think, and it's really not. Like,
Yeah.
college in some ways is a scam. Like, it's good, like, for some people, but not for everybody, and it seems like everybody gets pushed to it when they shouldn't be.
That's a
I
good point.
I love the scene, the debate between Pesci, because you come to realize Pesci is a very fucking Pesci's character is very intellectual, and he has a debate with a college lecturer, and yeah, about the
Yeah.
Constitution, and the college lecturer, real underhanded. He's like, oh yeah, here's a bottle of whiskey, and like Pesci takes the bottle of whiskey, but he still fucking debates him under the fucking table. And it's a great scene. And Fraser's again, Brendan Fraser was in a lot of great stuff. There's another one where another college movie where he joins a college, I think in the 30s or maybe 40s, and he's Jewish, and he becomes fucking. He's basically discriminated against because it's an alumni college and he's Jewish. I forget that one. Maybe if Brian's still in the chat, he'd let me know. But that's an excellent pick as well with honors. Have you seen that one, Jen?
I have, and I get why some people would think it's a little bit on the syrupy side, but there's nothing wrong with that. It has a lot of hope, and it makes you look at reminds you, if you take what the movie's actually trying to say, it reminds you to not be so judgmental about people, that there might be a lot more to them than you might realize at the beginning. And I like that. And Joe Pesci, again, this is a role that we never talk about with Pesci. It's like one that never gets thrown around, and I don't know why. He's really good. We always most people think of Joe Pesci as just the gangster, and he plays that to perfection. And if you're not talking about his gangster side, you're talking about his comedic side. And again, he's great at that, but he's also a really good dramatic actor. And I think that's always gotten lost in the shuffle with Pesci. And this is a great example. It's a movie that I always forget about. It's a movie and it's not a forgettable movie, but until someone brings it up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really sweet movie. It is. And again, if you take it for what the movie's trying to say, there's a lot to say. Hello, Larry.
Hey, Larry, we got Horror Cat Dad, Larry.
Hello.
That is an excellent pick, Trench. Have you any honorable mentions you want to bring up?
Yeah, I have a few. I won't go through everything, but I wrote some
right.
stuff
You're not
down.
in. Don't worry, you're okay. You can do it if you want. It's gone. You're not dead.
Well, not a movie, but I did write down The Stand because it did come out, and that's probably one of my favorite. It would have been on the list if it was a movie, but it's not. So, but Night of the Demons 2, which is amazing. That is great. Underrated. Airheads, that's a good movie. I saw that when I was a kid.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Shopping. That's an interesting movie.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's like a coming of age crime movie in like a dystopian future of some sorts, and it's like they steal cars and stuff, and it's
the ram raids. That was
and they bash in the buildings, and rob the place.
And it was the guy behind Event Horizon and fucking Alien versus Predator, I think, that fucking directed. That was one of
his movies. It's pretty damn good. And the guy from Dog Soldiers is in it, and Gotham.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sean Bean as well for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
basically, it's about a gang of ram raiders. Now, I don't know if they have ram raiding gangs. There used to be some in Ireland as well. What you do is you steal a car and you drive that fucker into a shop front, and you climb in the windows and you grab as much as you fucking can. That's where the title comes. I forgot about that's a really great fucking pick, Trench. Fair fucks, man.
It's a good. John recommended to me. I watched it. I'm like, yeah, John, you know what I like. This is a good movie. But and I don't want to spoil it, but I like how it ends, and I won't give it away, but it ends sad. I won't give it away, but it's like it's a bitter ending.
Gotcha. I probably won't. Then I like it.
I forgot about that one, and as my memory, the cog started turning.
Not even bittersweet, I would say, just bitter. Then
I really like it.
Yeah, probably.
I got Natural Born Killers, of course.
Gonna bring it up.
That's a good movie. The first Ace Ventura, Tammy and the T-Rex, Page Master, Little Giants. Those are great
Page Master.
movies I grew up with.
I love
Yeah, Page Master is awesome.
half the cast are Star Trek alumni. I fucking love that. It's like, what? You have fucking Patrick Stewart. You have Whoopi Goldberg. You have Leonard Nimoy, Robert Picardo. You have all these actors who are in different iterations of fucking Star Trek. And the bit with Captain Ahab. There's he takes, what was it? Macaulay Culkin takes out adventure or fantasy. And Whoopi Goldberg goes, he's a madman. And then the horror book, he's terrifying. And then Patrick Stewart's like, he's my kind of guy. When he sees Ahab try to kill this whale, it's just it's a great fucking.
Isn't Leonard Nimoy Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in that one? Yeah, that was him.
on Trench. Great pick. And
yeah.
You can kind of tell it just about works. You can kind of tell maybe Macaulay's getting a bit too old for these roles, but he's still good. And you also have Christopher Lloyd in it as the librarian and the page master. And like, again, it's a movie that promotes fucking empathy, and it's also something to show kids who are kind of like, if kids are finding it hard to make friends or fucking go out, and because some kids are fucking a lot more kind of take a lot more of a tender touch than others. I think this would be a great movie to kind of bolster that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I'd agree with that.
It's like the 90s never-ending story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a good point. That's a good way to put it, Trench.
I never knew he voiced Ahab as well. Oh yeah, he played Ahab in a movie. I was gonna say, did he voice him in the fucking thing as well? But yeah, Stewart did play Ahab. Thanks, Larry. So Trenchys, were they all your honorable mentions? Yeah.
I got a couple more, but I won't say too much. But I was just gonna say, no Escape, because that movie's great. I really like that one. I saw that, and there's this one movie that I wanted to talk about, and it's a weird one. It is Philadelphia.
Oh yes,
yeah, Marty knows what I'm talking about.
It's an animated crime noir story told from the perspective of cats. It involves
in Germany or something like that.
Yeah, in Germany. It involves cat rape, cat murder, cat genocide. I think Michael Madsen does a voice in this movie.
I need to see this immediately.
And then there's what is it, Kong? Who's like, he's supposed to be a cat, but he looks like a small bear dog thing. And there's one part where the movie forces a twist that is not supposed to be, like, the movie just makes a character do something to fool the audience, even though it makes no sense for the plot.
It's a fucking weird one.
What's it called again? I want it so I can.
Felidae. If you're an animal lover, it's not for the faint of heart. It's like Plague Dogs, but on crack.
Oh Jesus! I could barely get through Plague Dogs.
So this movie makes Watership Down look like fucking Winnie the Pooh. I swear to Trench, am I right?
Yeah, because like literally the murder start with like, oh, we see a dead cat, and then like later on, oh, we see a pregnant dead cat split open with her dead babies on the ground, and it's like Jesus. And then there's the extended cat sex scene, which I wish didn't. It adds nothing to the plot, and it's really weird. I do like the movie, but I could have went without that. Like, it's just like, I like the movie, but I like the movie because it's kind of because it's an interesting movie because it's got like a bit of Secret of Nim and Plague Dogs. It's got all these different themes, and it's like this detective French. I think it's French or German.
that just happens to be set. And they're not anthropomorphic cats. This is a fucking neighborhood wall where these cats are fucking kind of feuding and stuff.
Oh, and there's a cult of cats that have a suicide pact.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
That's
look, if you're looking for a movie to see pussy, there's better alternatives, folks. There's better fucking alternatives. That's all I'm gonna say.
it's just I won't say it's a great movie, but it's an interesting movie.
I'll check it out, but I might have to have Marty like watch it.
We
with me, like,
might do it for a trash fire. We might do an animated season trash fire because it's fucking bizarre. Yeah, I know. Ben Grimm says Tales from the Crypt Demon Night, Tales from the Hood 95, favorite horrors. And yes, Monkey, we know. Know all too well. So guys, I'm gonna give you
Marty,
my
I missed two movies. I said real quick before we get out of 94.
for fucks. You already picked two for your number 3. Go. Just do it. Go on.
Okay, well, this one you should because it kind of goes to your Irish heritage. This was a movie that made me discover this really cool. Now they're not Irish, but they're like they take your music. So because of this movie, I got introduced to the Drovers. Now you could also have seen Backdraft and gotten introduced to the Drovers, but the movie Blink from 1994, Aidan Quinn plays a homicide detective, and Madeline Stowe, and she's a fucking beautiful woman. She's blind, right? But they do this controversial. It's kind of Jennifer 8 before Jennifer 8, and like they give her new eyes and she can see. And as fortuitous as it is, she like sees a murder, but it's her eyes aren't working good. And like Aidan Quinn thinks she's probably a crackpot, but his dick gets hard because she's fucking Madeline Stowe. And so like there's a murder thing and a love story and a fucking amazing soundtrack. She's a blind violinist. It's a really good movie.
Cool.
That's
So
all.
that was your other pick. Okay, right.
Well, I could talk about Heavenly Creatures with Peter Jackson, but we won't.
Go on. Jesus.
I haven't
My
seen
favorite
that
Peter
one.
Jackson movie. Trenchy, I think you would. No kidding aside,
It's
I think
good.
you would
It's
really
based
dig
on an
Heavenly
actual
Creatures.
case. It was based on an actual incident that took place in New Zealand.
It's about these two girls and they're obsessed with each other and there's strong lesbian overtones and they can't be together because of the time and the place, and one of them's a really good writer. In fact, the real one actually became a writer, and there's a murder. But it's also very fantastical. You're thinking, why would Peter Jackson?
Yeah, they escape the tribulations and fucking kind of discrimination in the world. They go into a fantasy world. But I remember one line that just stuck with me, where the mother brings one of the daughters to the doctor, and the mother's pure upset because the doctor comes out. It appears your child suffers with the affliction of homosexuality, and you're like, oh fuck, that's it's shit. And again, was this the 50s? Was this set in the 50s or 60s, Jim?
50s, I believe, maybe late 40s, but I think it's 50s. I think.
Yeah. Hello, Papa Goss. It's a great movie. Kate Winslet, one of Kate Winslet's earliest roles as well.
Mm-hmm. Trenchy, I really would strongly put that one on the top because I honestly think you'd really dig it. There's a lot of fantastical elements in filmmaking, and it's really good. And I'm sorry, darling, I did pretty good though.
No, you did. No, it's okay. I did
a lot too.
I'm just I know you're grand. I'm just a fucking cranky bastard when it comes to these lists. So my list for 1994, starting with number 5, Ronald Emmerich. Hey, Rowdy Riles. I'll start with a movie that started a franchise that lasted a while but seems to have died off. I hope it comes off. 1994's sci-fi epic Stargate. This was one of Ronald Emmerich's first movies. I think without Stargate, we wouldn't have gotten a lot of disaster movies. I don't think we would have gotten Godzilla or we would have gotten Independence Day. So what is Stargate? Stargate is basically taking the Eric von Daniken concept of Chariots of the Gods. Aliens built our civilizations, ancient civilizations, and they find a trans-dimensional portal called the Stargate. So James Spader, who is basically this world's version of Eric von Daniken, susses out that you can travel to another point in the galaxy. So he set with a military team, including Kurt Russell, to this other planet to see if it's a threat. And yeah, it turns out it is. The visual effects are fucking amazing, both digital and practical. You have essentially a bunch of aliens that are masquerading as gods to subjugate Earth's population that has been kidnapped and essentially left on this other planet to work and build temples for these false gods. And it's up to James Spader's character, Daniel Jackson, and Jack O'Neill, played by Kurt Russell, to liberate these people, to help these people. And yeah, no, Moon, a lot of people do like the TV show better. I still prefer this because this is basically, this is, as Emmerich said, this is Lawrence of Arabia by way of Star Wars, and it works. As I said before, the visual effects are fucking peak. They hold up. You also have the main antagonist. I think, is it Apophis or Ra? No, it's Ra. I think it's Ra is the bad guy in this one, and the continuity doesn't line up right with the TV show because there's no symbiote. But Ra, and he was played by the same actor who played Stephen Ray's love interest in The Crying Game. I forget that actor's name, but he
Yeah.
does a great job. And you find out how much of a piece of shit he is because Jack O'Neill has a chance to kill him, and he has a bunch of child servants, and he gets all the child servants to stand in front of him. And it's really fucking cool because, again, it's not just, hey, he's using fucking kids, obvious evil piece of shit, but he's also fucking read Jack O'Neill's mind, and he knows his child shot himself. So again, you get the feeling that Kurt Russell's Jack O'Neill is borderline suicidal. Great performances all round. Visual effects are amazing. And I think without Stargate, we wouldn't have the likes of Independence Day or Godzilla, for better or worse, depending how you feel about those movies. And you wouldn't, as a knock-on effect, you wouldn't have those big blockbusters we got at the end of the 90s, again, for better or worse. So, yeah, I love Stargate. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Jen, have you seen this one? What did you think? I know you're not a sci-fi person, but
I liked it. Okay, I can't like it's not a bad movie.
it's yeah, again, do you think Richard Dean Anderson is a good substitute for Kurt Russell?
You know. It's an interesting one. I get it, and I like the fact that that we're taking children, and and I like the fact he reads his mind and knows what to do. Plus, a cult leader like that's been done in cults a lot of times is using kids and stuff. I thought that was smart. It wasn't bad for a sci-fi movie. It wasn't half bad,
and it was cool. I think one element that, obviously, I'm not fucking shitting on the TV show. Every alien planet was a Canadian forest. It's like, Jesus Christ, can we go somewhere that isn't a Canadian forest? Where this is, it's out in the fucking dead. The cinematography on the movie is fucking gorgeous as well. This is a cool movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Check out the director's cut. There's a really cool fucking director's cut out there as well. Trenchy, what's your thoughts on Stargate?
I'm not a fan of this. I don't like this one.
Oh, okay. Why?
I gotta rewatch it. It's been a while, so I do want to give it a better chance. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this guy's work. I've noticed, like, I don't like Independence Day. I don't like Godzilla. I like 2012, but I don't know. This movie just feels like Ancient Aliens, the movie, which it's got good stuff to it, but I just didn't get into the plot. I just didn't get into it.
No, I get it as well, and you're dead right. It is basically Eric von Daniken's fucking ramblings made into a movie. So, my next pick, Jen is going to like because the fucking cast in this is brilliant. It's another sci-fi movie, but it's sci-fi horror. Stephen Norrington's Death Machine. This was the director's debut. And what you have, this is a byproduct of a time when everyone wanted to make their own Alien and Terminator and Predator, and this is a byproduct of that. So what you've got is an evil corporation in the future who's designing a robot, and they get a fucking wired fucking borderline homicidal wannabe rapist to create the robot, and this is played to a fucking T by Brad Dorff. He is so fucking. Have you seen this one, Jen? He's so fucking.
Oh yeah,
good.
because the only reason you know why is because of Brad Dorff.
But Brad Dorff is like such a fucking pervy fucking prick, and everyone in this corporation, even the higher ups, are afraid of him because he's so fucking unhinged, and he's got this killer robot on a remote control. But my second favorite character is another one of the executives named Yutani. Yes, Norrington is a big fan of Alien, so he named characters different fucking things. So you have Richard Brake playing Yutani, and he's explaining to her heroine why isn't he being fired yet? Did you see the fucking autopsy report on the last guy you talked to? Yeah, it said shark attack in a fucking high-rise building, and you just have Richard Brake just fucking.
And I love Richard Brake. I fucking love him.
He's so good in this. A fucking shark attack in a high-rise fucking building. I just love how he delivers that line. So you have a bunch of eco-fucking terrorists breaking in. Our heroine manages to contain the robot, but the eco-terrorists break in. They meet with Brad Dorff. He's like, oh yeah, I know where all the servers, where all the fucking stuff is. You got to get through this door. And the fucking robot comes out, and hijinks ensue. It's a fucking crazy movie. If you like the Terminator, if you like Hardware, if you like all those if you like Split Second with Rutger Hauer, this is a slice of that pie. And you can certainly see why Norrington got the job for doing Blade. And sadly, the guy ran afoul Sean Connery in fucking League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and his career was tanked. But this movie is so fucking good. The design, practical effects, you had me on practical effects, but Brad Dorff as this he's just a fucking weirdo. He's just that office
a lovable weirdo, Marty. A lovable weirdo.
It's like like you go up to his fucking office, and fucking HR. They send your one up from HR, and she goes in, and he's playing hardcore pornography on like 11 monitors, and he's like fucking playing with fucking Thundercats figures, and you're like, right, so okay, yeah. It's a fucking great movie.
What's wrong with that?
It's not in an office at home, yeah, sure, but not in an office building. Trenchy, have you seen this one?
No, what is it called again?
Death Machine.
It sounds amazing.
It's fucking amazing. Brad and Richard Brake again. It's like, look, he said it was an accident. The autopsy said it was a shark attack in a fucking high-rise building. I just love his reaction to like, is this bitch that fucking dick? I love Richard
Brake is an unsung one in the acting world. I love him.
He's fucking great.
I know why Rob Zombie uses him a lot.
Yeah, he's amazing. But yeah, check out Death Machine if you can. Stephen Norrington's debut, and it sucks that his career got fucking tanked because he got into a punch up with Sean Connery. But sure, what can you do? Number 3 is fucking amazing, and I think it is the last. I will argue it's the last great John Carpenter movie. It is In the Mouth of Madness. It has a stacked cast. It has a amazing Lovecraftian premise. You have Sam Neill, Jürgen Prochnow, Charlton Heston. Is Lin Shay Was Lynn Shay the owner of the fucking motel, or am I fucking?
Oh, I believe you're right. I believe so. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I believe so.
But yeah, Sam Neill's so fucking good in this movie. He plays a guy who
Yeah.
investigates fraud, and he's sent to find out if the fucking this author is actually dead or has disappeared, or if it's some kind of scheme to promote his new book. And he ends up going to a fictional town from the author's book, and he unravels stuff, and it's fucking mental. The practical effects are fucking brilliant. The acting
Mm-hmm.
is brilliant. Sam Neill's reaction. This is not a fucking book. This is not a story. This is real. He's like it's great. It's a great fucking book. It's a great movie.
It is. It is. You can always know a true horror fan because all you got to tell them is, "Do you read Sutter Kane?" And if there's someone just gets a really big smile on their face, you know. I also love the scene with Sam Neill when he's taking all the book covers, and he. I mean, he has this look of insanity, and he's on his coffee table, and he's like, putting it together like a jigsaw puzzle. You literally are stepping into the mouth of madness. It's a wonderful name for the movie, and Charlton Heston is really good in this too. He's not in it a ton, but I like that he's in it. It was a cool little thing in the movie as well. I would argue with you though, Marty, because vampires came after In the Mouth of Madness. You don't think vampires is a great
I
one?
like vampires. I think it's a fun movie, but I think this
Not
is
on the
his
same
last.
level.
No, nowhere near. This is his last great movie. I just feel
It is one of his
that
masterpieces. I will
yeah,
give you that.
again,
Mm-hmm.
all the boxes are fucking ticked, and there's so much meta fucking commentary in this fucking movie as well. Like I'm just trying to find the actress's name because she's a really nice actress. She chatted to me when I was on Twitter before I left. Julie Carmen, great actress.
Mhm.
She plays a lawyer for the publishing house, and she's like, she foreshadows. She goes, "Oh, reality is just perception, you know. If the world could change, you could end up finding yourself in a padded cell where the rest of everyone else thinks you're insane." And lo and behold, by the end of the movie, I'm not gonna give too much spoilers away. Sam Neill finds himself a thing. And when he's talking to Jurgen Prochnow, and he's like, "Oh yeah, but what about people that don't read? Oh, there's a movie coming out," and at the end where he goes into the cinema and he's watching it's just so fucking good. And
Mm-hmm.
again, banner of a soundtrack. Jen, what's your thoughts on this movie?
Oh, I fucking love it. I do think it's one of. I know some people would say I'm heresy, but I do think it is probably John Carpenter's magnum opus as far as his films. And God knows he's made some great ones. But this one has always stuck out, and I think the reason why it sticks out is because it's a little bit different from some of his other fare. It's familiar enough, but it's so good, and madness is. It makes madness fun as long as you're not the one participating in it. From watching it from afar, it is so fun. And Sam Neill Sam Neill's another actor that he's one of those go-to guys that you never think of, and he is so fucking good in this. And it's just a fun story. It is a fun little cinematic detour. I love it.
You also have I forget the actor's name, but he was Vigo in not the voice of Vigo now. That was someone else. But Vigo, he plays one of the fathers, and what's his quote again? Reality isn't what it used to be. I just thought
Oh,
that
wait,
something.
the guy from Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, he plays Vigo, not the
Oh,
voice.
Manickle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something Manickle.
yeah.
You're right.
But no, not Peter McNichol, the character who plays Vigo Trench. He's a German. Baron
yeah.
von Hum or fucking something.
Oh, right, the guy in the painting, not the guy
Yeah.
that steals the
Not-
baby.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to look up his name, but he's a fun role in it as well because he gets attacked by dogs, and it's
Ken
a
Grimm says
cool.
something kind of cool. He says, "In the Mouth of Madness was my movie to bring when people would ask me to bring a scary movie to a sleepover in school days." I get that.
For another fun fact, the keys that Julie Carmen eat They were made out of spaghetti. They were made out of pasta.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were made out of pasta.
No, I did not know
I'm
that.
just looking. I'm trying to find the fucking actors. Da, 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 da. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Jen.
No.
It's a stupid
Yeah, good.
fucking. Just fucking. Trying to find the actor's name. He keeps on. William von Humberg. That's the actor who played him. William von Humberg. Apparently a cunt in real life. There was a YouTube series called No Small Parts, and one of the episodes was dedicated to him. And on his deathbed, he left a message saying that he's glad he's dead. He doesn't have to deal with his sister and mother anymore. It's like, fucking
Jesus.
cool. So yeah, William von Humberg, not a happy man. So next up, my number 2. Trench is going to like this one. I think this is really cool. I think it works better as a Tarzan movie than what it's trying to be, but that makes more sense as well because Rudyard Kipling also wrote pulp. But it is Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book, starring Jason
I knew
Scott
you
Lee,
loved that one.
and yeah, again, yeah, Jason Scott Lee, Sam Neill again, John Cleese, who's a bit of a prick now, Carrie Elwes, pre-Game of Thrones, Selena Headey, and yeah, it's essentially more Robert E. Howard than Rudyard Kipling, if you ask me, but it does closely align to the number of mid volumes of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. There was a number, I think it was 7. Of them. But yeah, I love this. Real kind of animals, real effects, real kind of cool adventure movie. And again, it was Paul W.S. Anderson who directed this one, and it's just it looks fucking good. It's a great movie. Trench, what's your thoughts on this?
I remember seeing this as a kid because I had this and then the kid version of it too. And
Yeah.
I like both. It took me a while to come around to this one, but I do like it. It has a lot of cool scenes. Like I like the part where he goes in the room with the treasure, and I'm pretty sure there's like a snake in there. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, this is people don't really know about this one because everybody kind of complains about the Disney remakes now, which they have gotten ridiculous. But the live action remakes used to be pretty decent, like pretty good.
Yeah.
Like this one and 101 Dalmatians, those were fun movies with Glenn
I totally
Close.
fucked up. I mixed up the directors. It's Steve Summers. It's Steve fucking Summers who done The Mummy and.
Oh yeah, the Mummy guy, right?
Yeah. I mixed them up. I mixed it up because I remember doing my video for it and thinking, shit, yeah, this is where his kind of designs and sets. This is he gets the scope right. Apologies. I don't know how the fuck I mixed the two of
Oh
them
yeah,
up.
good.
But
It
yeah, no,
happens.
Steve Summers movie, and yeah, it's fucking, as Trenchy said, it's better than the new fucking live action bullshit that Disney's churning out with CG coming out its fucking arse.
But bare necessities, Marty, like the original Jungle King. Jungle King.
Jungle
Bleh.
Book.
Jungle Book. I don't know why I got Jungle King. I haven't been drinking. But I love that one. That was my favorite. And Ka and the buzzards and like the bare necessities.
Have you seen this one, Jen?
A long time ago. It's been a long time, but I think I did. I'm not this. I'm not a Disney person.
No.
I
know you're not a Disney princess, but Jason Scott Lee as he was a specimen back in the day, like fucking.
Yeah, he was all right.
Okay, all right. He was pretty cool as Mowgli.
No, Bill Skarsgård, but
yeah, he was a bit more average than average Bill Skarsgård, But yeah, I like this one. Just got Lee really encapsulated this kind of wild jungle boy kind of thing, and it's a fucking fun movie, and it's a good old fashioned pulp adventure. And
it's
more
one that
people
I
need
think
to check it out.
you did a review, I believe, on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
a lot of people, you rang a lot of people's bells with it.
Yeah,
Not sexually, but they were happy to remember it.
I can't believe I mixed it up. I mixed up Steve Summers from Paul Anderson. It's probably just fucking old age.
And you deal
I
with me 24/7.
Yeah, well, I had tins in my head, but I don't know. Then maybe the stream ran a bit longer than it should have. I'm
Wow.
I'm fucking with you. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, if you haven't seen Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book, check it out. It's a good one. Trenchy said there was a prequel one with a younger Mowgli as well, right? It was more kiddie.
Yeah, like I like that one as a kid. I did rewatch it a little bit, and it's weird. Like they have the animals, and it's real animals, and they just show their face, and there's just talking like the animals are like talking from their mind, like because they're not sync, because obviously they can't sync it with the real animals. But I like that one too. I have nostalgia for that one, but this one is actually like a cool the other one's definitely more for kids and has probably more problems, but this one is definitely like a cool like you said, like Tarzan adventure.
Yeah.
Underrated live action Disney remake when they actually put effort into them.
Yeah. And didn't fucking cover it in CG. But speaking of Disney, my number one was when Disney fucking turned out absolute fucking banners. And yeah, it has to be this. Has to be The Lion King. Fucking cracker of a movie. Some people might argue that Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast was what solidified the Disney Renaissance. If you ask me, it's this, because I think this was the first movie to really embrace a professional cast, professional actors doing the voice roles. Yeah, you had Robin Williams in Aladdin doing the genie, but that was one actor, and he was amazing. He was amazing. But this, I mean, you had Jeremy Irons, you had Matthew Broderick, you had the incomparable James Earl Jones. Again, you had fucking voice cast coming out their fucking ass, and the animation is fucking beautiful. The animation is gorgeous. You also have some, and again, I'm not a big fan of the kind of a lot of the Disney cartoons that had music in them, but all the fucking music on this was cracking. You fucking Elton John, Circle of Life, brilliant movie. I just love it. I love my favorite character, Zazu, played by the actor who played Benson. I forget the actor's name, but
again, I know who you're talking. He was a great character actor.
He was great character. Rowan Atkinson, the voice of Zazu, just all fucking top-notch performances. And if anyone asks, it's Hamlet. It's fucking Hamlet
with a little Macbeth, with a little. I've heard arguments.
Macbeth. I mixed them up. Yeah, Macbeth.
And Hamlet. No, you're right. I've heard people go both directions, but Sons of Anarchy does both of the stories way better.
Oh, for fuck's sake! But yeah,
Let's go.
Jen, what's your thoughts on The Lion King? I know you're not a big Disney girl, but don't worry about offending me. If you hate it, we'll just
No, I don't hate it. I don't think anyone could. Disney wasn't my thing as a kid, and that wasn't one. Like, I know it was part of the Renaissance. There's another Disney film. I think it's from next year. I really like Pocahontas. I know that one was a thing because I like Mel Gibson and I'm native, so maybe that's why. And I like the fact that they turned a 12-year-old girl into older because it would have been pedophilia if it hadn't have been. But we'll get to that later. But I don't mind The Lion King. It wasn't like one of the favorite, but then Aladdin wasn't really one of mine either. People are going to take away my 90s card. The one thing I do love about this movie is fucking Jeremy Irons, because I fucking love Jeremy Irons. And I love just how evil he was. I'm surrounded by idiots. And my favorite is Be Prepared. I just love how evil he is.
By the end, Like by the end, it's a fucking fascist march. You're like, what the
Yes,
fuck is
exactly.
going on here?
I love that scene with the because it's basically hyenas, but they're German hyenas. If
Yeah.
you get my meaning.
It's a cracker. Trench, your thoughts on the Lion King?
It is my second favorite animated Disney movie. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's The Lion King. Scar is one of the best. Well, one of my favorite Disney villains with like Syndrome. Like those two are just fantastic Disney villains, and just like it's just it's a good movie. It's well animated. It's got good songs. Like you guys said, like be prepared, and um that opening song, The Circle of Life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a good movie. It's just really good. Memorable characters like Rafiki and Timon and Pumbaa, and again, Scar's just so fucking good. He's such a good villain.
Yeah,
I
and Jeremy Irons just brings him to life. Is that voice alone? Jeremy Irons is another one. I fucking love Jeremy Irons, and I
he's
love
great.
how did I mention I loved how evil he is? I love
He's
evil.
Yeah.
He's great in that movie. He's great. I'm I again, even the comedic sidekicks. I love Timon and Pumbaa. It's like, what do you want me to do? Put on a skirt and dance Lua? And it's just to fucking distract. Hey, just fucking distracting the hyenas. It's a fun movie. It's good. We're gonna help. We're gonna fight your uncle for this. Okay. I like again. If you haven't seen it, please show your kids this before you show them that fucking live action fucking drivel that they
Uh,
put out.
I didn't
Please.
watch it, but it's like, let's do The Lion King again, but in CGI where they can't emote as well as in the animated version. So we're just gonna do the same story again with no emotion, and Seth Rogen is here now.
God damn.
Wait, what?
Seth Rogen is,
Yeah, Seth Rogen's the voice
yeah,
of
he's
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa,
Oh, for fuck's
which is
sake,
not
I've been
bad
watching
casting, but it's like, I don't know. He's in
He's
everything.
he's
Yeah.
playing another pig. He's playing Snowball in the new version of Animal Farm.
Oh God! Don't even start on that. That
Yeah,
looks terrible. And I like Seth Rogen, but that looks terrible.
Netflix passed on it, so they gave it to some other crowd, fucking Redbox or something. Redbox passed it, or like passed it. So it's apparently shit. It's fucking it's trying to do a commentary on capitalism versus. It's like, wait, no.
Why are we doing a parody of Animal Farm or why is Animal Farm a comedy? I don't think a Seth Rogen comedies of all comedies.
It was never a kids movie. Come here. Yeah, so that's my number one. Honorable mentions, New Nightmare. But let's move on to 1995. So Jen,
Okay.
what are your top 5 for 95?
Hang on. There's my list. I lost my list, but I found it. Wee! Okay, so 95 isn't as packed as it has some stuff. It has some stuff. Let me start with my number 5. I guess that would be a good place to start. And my number 5. Okay, Trenchy and Marty can grit their teeth right now. I'm bringing out my vagina. Don't worry, Marty. I'm not going to pull my panties down, but I'm going to bring out my vagina for a second.
No matter how well it worked for the viewership, please don't. Okay, just fucking.
I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna do. And this is the book. It was a movie based off of a book, and Clint Eastwood directed it. He's also in the film, and Meryl Streep is in it. I like Bridges of Madison County. Like, I would totally have gone in that scene where they're in the truck and she could go with him in like the light. It's the longest light in fucking history. I would have said, fuck my kids. They're old enough. They'll get over it. And I would have gone with Clint Eastwood. But I get why she did it, because she loves her family. And no, I would have gone. If you would have been in that truck, I would have been like, fuck you all. Wee! But it's a good movie.
And the Mother of the Year award goes to.
But I mean, the kids weren't like little kids. They were their teenagers, and they were kind of dicks to her. You know, the scene where she, at the beginning, when she's playing her opera, and in the kitchen, and then they turn it over, and which is a good song, by the way, but like, it's not, they're good. They're old enough. They get over it.
I never watched this. It's not my thing. I never felt the need to watch. Trench, have you seen Bridges in Madison County?
I think I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Meryl Streep plays an immigrant, and she marries this dude, and you kind of get the feeling she married him just to get out of her country, and he's not a bad dude or anything, and she gets his kids with him, and like they leave for a weekend. They're showing off prize steer in like some sort of county competition, right? And she's alone for the weekend in there, and it's a very small Midwestern town, and it's set in the 60s, I believe. And Clint Eastwood's doing pictures they have this famous bridge of Madison County, and he's taking pictures, and he can't find it, and he's like, "Hey, Meryl Streep, where's this bridge?" And they have this passionate love affair over the weekend, and then she has to decide if she wants to like leave her family, which is kind of a dick to her, and go off and have this amazing. He works for National Geographic, and she could go and like, let's go live and have life and passion and but she doesn't because motherhood. Anna Karenina, basically. It's like a modern day, Midwestern.
With Clint Eastwood. It's like if someone goes, "Hey, who do you cast as a romantic lead role?" Clint Eastwood.
Hey, it worked. He was still a young. I mean, he wasn't super old, And the guy in the book.
When I think of Clint Eastwood, I think of like Dirty Harry or William Money shooting someone in the dick or something like that.
Well, they can be romantic too. I thought that Sudden Impact's my favorite one from the Dirty Harry because of what he does for her. He knows what she's doing and he lets her get away with it.
Yeah,
that's romantic.
Nothing says love like turning a blind eye to a woman's fucking vengeance. Yeah, I suppose.
I think it does say something. Okay, I actually do. Okay, so that's my number 5. I showed my vagina. Another one that I have to talk about, and it's a comedy, and I fucking love Chris Farley. And this was probably his magnum opus. Tommy Boy. I fucking love Tommy. Him and David Spade are so good in this. And yeah, the humor, we've seen it done, but it just fucking works. And also Brian Dennehy is his father. They have such a loving relationship. And like, he just wants to not fuck up. He just wants to do his dad proud and not fuck up. And David Spade is such a snarky little asshole, but they have chemistry. They fucking have great chemistry. They're very much like another movie which didn't make my list, but I love it just as much. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith in Bad Boys. They have that same kind of just chemistry. They pop with each other.
Back and forth, yeah.
They do, and I love the scene where Chris Farley is talking about when he takes the guy's fancy like little car things, and he's like, and I just take it, and I just and the guy's horrified by the end of it. And I love my little pet, and I pet it and I squeeze it. It's just so I probably would do something like that at one point or another. I felt a spiritual kidness with the character of Tommy Boy.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen that one.
Seriously,
I've seen clips. Yeah, no, I've never seen Tommy Boy.
Oh my God!
Have you seen Black Sheep?
Yeah, Black Sheep isn't bad either, but Tommy Boy's better, I would say, for me.
Okay, I need to check it
They're
out.
both good.
I need to check
they
it out.
are. Really, Marty? You've never seen Tommy Boy?
Yeah, but I can't tell you the reason why, because you get angry.
You don't like Chris Farley.
I wouldn't be his biggest fan.
I've been told I have his energy. A couple people in school told me I had his energy.
Might explain a thing or two. Anyway, I
think it's a very sweet movie, and it might not be your thing, but it's a funny movie.
No. It's just me. Maybe it's something I need to just watch. I like Chris Farley in SNL, but I just don't know if I could fathom him in a full feature movie. Like a friend of mine, I love Norm Macdonald, and I showed a friend of mine Dirty Work, and he fucking hated it. He said that Norm Macdonald guy is a pain in the fucking hole. So maybe it's just an Irish thing. Maybe it's just sometimes the in your face humor we're not really that well at receiving it for 2 hours. I don't know.
But then you've been with me for 6 years. Not that anybody's counting.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe I might go back to drinking. Anyway, what's our next one?
Okay, so my number 3 is a movie. This is hard because, but I'm gonna be honest. My number 3 is a movie that I think is very underrated in Kathy Bates' filmography, because everyone always, especially with Stephen King, they always go to Misery, which is don't get me wrong, guys, it's a fucking magnificent performance she gives. But I think Dolores Claiborne gets under fucking rated.
It's such a good movie.
It is such a good movie, and so pretty faithful to the book. The only big change they did was that she had 2 boys. They took out her brothers in it, and it doesn't impact the movie too much, but her and Jennifer Jason Leigh are fucking phenomenal in this. And the guy that plays her husband, I can never remember his name. He's a character actor. Oh fuck. He did a lot of pedophiles. This wasn't the only one where he played a pedophile in. And the only thing I have a problem with, both in the book and the movie, is Dolores is sort of sorry that she fucking kills this pedophile asshole. And that's the only thing I would have told Mr. King. You're brilliant, you're a genius, who am I to tell you? But no woman would ever be sorry that they killed the fucking kid, fucking asshole that touched their kid. She should have, and she goes, I didn't want to make him suffer. No, we would have wanted to made him suffer. If it would have been my kid, he should have fucking suffered as much as humanly possible before he died and went to hell. That's just the only thing I have a problem with. There's a line in the book that says she didn't mean to make him suffer.
Again, the cast is fucking awesome in this one. Who is he? He played Chan in Star Trek Undiscovered Country. Christopher Plummer. Christopher Plummer's great.
Christopher Plummer
as the detective. Yeah.
Yes, he's good.
And John C. Reilly.
Yes, John C. Reilly's in it. He's not in a very big part, but he's very good in it. And just the trauma. Also, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and she's another unsung. I fucking love her as an actress, and I like her as a person. And I love how she does this, because she just blocked it out, because that's the only way she can fucking cope. And I love the look on Kathy Bates' face when she's like, "You mean to tell me you honestly don't remember?" And then everything kind of starts making sense to Dolores, why Jennifer Jason Leigh is so unsettled.
David Troutman plays Joe St. George.
And he is so good. He is such a bastard. And I fucking love that movie.
Like, there's a moment in it that you're like, oh, maybe he's not, where he tears his pants and he starts laughing, and the two of them are laughing. You're like, oh, okay, maybe he's not so bad. And then he fucking leathers her with the log on the back of the legs. And yeah, it's like, what was it? What is it again? She attacks him. I think it does. Is it in the book? I think I'm confusing the book with the movie.
What are we talking about, Marty?
He attacks her, and she fucking she pulls a knife on him, and he never fucking did it again.
In the book, yeah, it talks about, because the theorizes in the book. It doesn't do too much in the movie, but it theorizes in the book that the reason why he starts going after their daughter is because after she did that, basically it unmanned him. He was impotent. He couldn't get a hard on from her and stuff. And she never denied him in the book for sex or anything. He just couldn't do it. And it kind of theorizes that's why he started going after their daughter, because she emasculated him, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really good movie.
It's probably one of the major unsung and underrated fucking Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Did this get a cinema release, or was this made for TV movie?
No, this was a cinema release. It was it was a New Line, or Castle. Was it? I think it was Castle Rock that did it. It was under Rob Reiner's, I believe, and it's really, really good. It's one that nobody ever talks about, but you guys should. That's another review that I was really proud of.
We will. You can do it again. We'll.
Very good.
What's your number 2? Is it number 2?
My number 2. Oh God, this is really hard. I'm gonna have to. Fuck. I'm gonna have to go with Casino.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese's Casino. I know there was always a big debate, and I know some cinephiles out there will tell you that this Casino is just a copy and repaste of Goodfellas, and I don't agree with it. I think Casino's actually more brutal than fucking Casino. That scene in the cornfield when they drag out Joe Pesci and his brother in the cornfield,
Mhm.
I'm a hardened horror high, and that's one that I fucking despise that scene because as bad as Joe Pesci is, that the brilliance about Joe Pesci's thing in this is he's likable. There's a part of him that's a humanity. He's talking about how this one guy goes and kills a bunch of people, and he goes into poor fucking waitress who was working on her night off of all things, and he loves his kids. Like, despite everything, he's a good dad. So I like him for that reason. And I hate this when he's in the cornfield and they're like making him watch as his brother's getting killed, and he's like, please stop. And you can see that they're still breathing. It's a fucking brutal movie, Marty, and it's a good one. And Sharon Stone, oh my fucking god, is Ginger. Good movie.
I love De Niro's character. Just it's like he's a good manager, but he's
Just the
also
facts, man.
borderline. He's borderline obsessive, compulsive obsessive. How many blueberries are in this muffin? And he goes into the kitchen and fucking lectures the chef on me. They're like, fuck, just that
And they
meticulous.
say the real Sam Rothstein was just like that. They say the actual person was actually just like
that goes okay. I get, fucking pinching the pennies, but that made me think this dude had obsessive compulsive fucking disorder or something as well.
He wasn't quite as lovable as he was in the movie. The book says that they kind of did a little liberties with it. He wasn't quite, he was just as bad as Ginger. He had all kinds of affairs and all kinds of shady shit. But it's a good movie. And I think I like, as much as I love Goodfellas, I think I like Casino just a little bit better. And I also just the glamorization of the Vegas Strip. Like, there's just something that's very romanticized about that time, and just the suits and the class and the lights. There's Scorsese just nails it, just as good as he does the gritty Brooklyn streets and New York streets.
I'm also with you. I think this is a lot more brutal and a lot more visceral than like the scene. This is see, sometimes I mix up. No. Sometimes I mix up this with Goodfellas. But yeah, this is the one where they put the guy's head in the vice and his eye pops out.
Yeah, and that really happened, by the way. That really happened.
Fucking Jesus, fuck. Trench, what's your thoughts on Casino?
I like Casino. I do gotta rewatch it, but I did see Casino like in the last couple years for the first time, and Goodfellas as well because I hadn't seen that either, and they're both good movies. And how I kind of put it is, for me personally, I think Casino has the better story, but Goodfellas tells its story better. So I think I prefer Goodfellas because I get a little. It's just like I guess I'm not big into like gambling and stuff, so when they're explaining how the casino works, I kind of check out a little bit. But it is a great movie, and I think Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro are a bit more, their dynamics a bit more interesting in Casino in some ways.
Yeah, it's a far but that fucking movie, The Irishman. Robert De Niro's in his 70s. That scene where he's beating up the guy and he's an old man. He's just fucking just rigid kind of. You can tell this is not a man in their 30s and 40s trying to beat someone up. This is the last. I think this is the last great fucking Scorsese gangster movie. Definitely, because if you were to ask me, fucking The Irishman is fucking load of shite. There's a far better movie about Jimmy Hoffa with Jack Nicholson and fucking Danny DeVito. Yeah. Hoffa is a way better movie. Fucking watch Hoffa instead of The Irishman. But yeah, no, that's an excellent number 2. Jen, what is your numero uno?
Don't I have 2 more? I thought I had 2 more. Was it, or did I miscount? I'm not cheating. I think I'm looking.
What's the list? What's okay? What was Casino number 3? Maybe I'm wrong. That's 1.
I could be wrong, but I think I have 3.
No, you've got a number, don't you?
Well, I see, because somebody says I can only pick, so I'm just basically, I have so many on my thing. I'm just waiting.
Oh, one so.
Anyway, my number my number 2, I think I'm on number 2, would be, this is really hard. Okay, because okay, I know what I'm going to do. My number 2 is a movie that I am desperate for you and me to watch together. It has a fucking all-star cast. You have Ed Harris, you have fucking Blair Underwood, you have Sean Connery, you have fucking Lawrence Fishburne, and this is a movie that nobody talks about, and I don't know why. It's called Just Cause, and oh my god, it is so fucking good. And what we're dealing with is Sean Connery plays a bleeding heart liberal. He's a professor of law, and he's very much against the death penalty, and he has people writing to him all the time asking for help. And Blair Underwood happens to be one, and he's from the South, and he says, please help me. I was railroaded in for raping and murdering this white girl, but I'm innocent. I didn't do it. Oh, and when he does the interview with him, I didn't do it. And he is so smart. And Lawrence Fishburne's like, that ain't the reason why he's in jail is because he's black. It's because he's a fucking murderer. And it's a whole cat and mouse game. And Ed Harris is a crazy guy, but he's mixed up in this too. And oh my god, all of these actors are on the top of their fucking game. Ned Beatty is also in it, and it is so good. I'm not gonna like ruin it for people who haven't seen it, but like Blair Underwood, he fucking sells it so good, but so does Lawrence Fishburne. And Lawrence Fishburne like gives him and fucking Sean Connery are playing tennis together in some of their scenes, and it is so good.
I gotta check that one out. Have you seen it, Trench?
What's it called again? I don't think I have.
Just Cause.
Okay, I wrote it down. I definitely haven't seen that, but it sounds very interesting.
It's just a movie that it is. Blair Underwood is, I love the scene when he goes, but I didn't do it. And then Lawrence Fishburne is so good. And he's like, and then also one thing I really love about this is because we often in these movies, we forget about the victim. And Lawrence Fishburne goes, let's say you put this little girl, because he actually, there's a little girl gets murdered. He's like, put yourself in her shoes. And he drives Sean Connery through the scene, but he's like, scream. He's literally strangling Sean Connery to make the little girl feel what she did right before she died. And Lawrence Fishburne has a connection to this little girl that you find out later too. It's really good. And Kate Capshaw is also in it, plays Sean Connery's wife.
Yeah, no, I gotta check. I keep on mixing it up with Rising Sun, but that's got Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery, and that's based on a Michael Crichton story.
Mm-hmm. So, this was also based off of a novel.
It says that's probably what's fucking catching me up. No, gotta check it out. So, what is actually your number 1?
My number 1, of course, I'm going to have to go with my horror, and this is probably it is my favorite horror anthology, and that would be the amazing, wonderful Tales from the fucking Hood. Oh my god, is this such a good movie? My favorite of the they're all good. The one with Corbin Burnson is a masterpiece, but my favorite one is the one about the little boy being abused. I don't ever get sick of it, but all of them are so good. All of the segments are so fucking good, and it's another one that nobody ever talks about, Marty. Why don't people love Tales from the fucking Hood?
Because other anthologies kind of EC based stuff, as you'll see with my pick, came out around the same time.
And but I mean, it is so good. I mean, you would agree, right?
You have to agree. Yeah.
We're done if we can't agree on this.
Yeah, no, it's solid. It's solid.
And it also really highlights it really uses horror as a great allegory of racism in America. Yeah, I would agree with that, Ben.
Trench, have you seen Tales from the Hood?
Oh, of course.
Have you a favorite segment?
It's all of them are good. The first segment with the undead, what is it? That guy they killed, and he gets revenge on the cops. That was really good.
That was.
And the last segment's insane. Like, that is some of the most disturbing. Like it's like, holy shit. When you go from the other ones, which are disturbing, but there's like a fun thing to some of them and stuff. But then the last one's like, holy fucking shit. Like damn, and then one of the best wraparound guys, the fucking dude in the funeral home is amazing. When
Yeah.
he's like the shit, the doo doo, the poopity pop. Let's get to the shit. It's fucking amazing.
Oh God.
Welcome to hell. They tried to do it again with Keith David, and no offense to Keith David, but he just couldn't do it like the other guy did it, and that movie kind of sucked.
I don't mind it, but I get what you mean. I love Keith David, so like I'm a little biased, but I don't mind most. Even the sequels are a lot less than the original, but some of them aren't too bad. There's a couple of them that are pretty good.
Jen, what would be your honorable mentions that didn't make it into your list?
Okay, as my biggest honorable mention would definitely be Leaving Las Vegas. And I'm not the biggest, and I just not that I don't like the guy. It's just Velvet is the big Nicolas Cage person in this family. I have a couple of his films, but I think this is definitely my favorite. And basically,
I think Penelope Ann Miller is great in that movie as well as the prostitute.
She's just as good. But this is like everyone has a go-to Nicolas Cage movie, and probably mine is Leaving Las Vegas.
Of course, the one where the guy is drinking himself to death. Of course.
It's a love story, Marty. It's a love story. Fuck you. I
hope I don't fucking drink myself to death. Anyway, go on, babe.
It's a great movie. It is, and it's a heartbreaking movie. And again, it doesn't always give us happy endings, which is something I know people use movies to get away from real life. But and then it's very sad because actually the person that did it, what happened to him in real life, it's really sad. But it's also honest. Another one that I think I'll try to be quick. I really will, Marty. To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar is a fucking wonderful movie. Although I hate Patrick Swayze because even on my best day, I'll never be as pretty as Patrick Swayze was. I thought he made a beautiful woman. I honestly thought he made a beautiful woman. And Wesley Snipes wasn't half bad either. I didn't think Wesley Snipes made a particularly bad looking woman. It's got heart. It's one that I think you need to show your kids because that way they can get in the right thinking, because especially in the world we live in now. Tolerance and acceptance.
No, you're just going to sound strange. I always preferred Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I thought
I knew you did.
Yeah,
that's a good one to see too.
Yeah.
But I like To Wong Fu.
I'm not rolling my eyes because of them dressing or the like. I just they leaned in too much to these are big burly action men. It was like I've always felt they were maybe taking the piss out of people who were drag queens, or maybe I'm wrong. You have the dichotomy of the situation, and then you have them. Hey, look, these big manly men. Whereas I think Priscilla, Queen of the Desert was more honest.
I get you. I like it for I don't think they were, or at least I never got that way. I thought it was very fearless. I thought it was kind of cool to show that these big tough men, because Patrick Swayze was known for movies like Roadhouse and some of your big action movies, and Wesley Snipes was too. And I thought it was I looked at it differently. I kind of thought it was brave and to show, hey, these macho men are man enough to put on a dress. Which you got to remember the time, Marty. You got to remember the time.
I will say my favorite character in it actually was John Leguizamo.
He was real good in it too.
Yeah.
But Patrick Swayze was so pretty.
He wasn't. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
No,
I don't think he was.
Thought he was I didn't think was, but it's a sweet movie. And again, like in this world, show your kids these movies so they know acceptance, compassion. Please, guys. Another one that I promise I only have two more. Yeah, three more, but I'll be real quick. Stuart Saves His Family is a movie that is not for everyone, but I guarantee you, if you appreciate this movie, you probably came from at least have one parent that's an alcoholic parent, because those are the only people who like this movie. It won't be for but you do. If you come from this kind of family, it is funny, because you either have to laugh or you have to cry. And this movie when I saw this movie, I'm like, oh my God, this movie sees me. If you come from a dysfunctional, the only people that get this movie is if you've come from a dysfunctional family.
What's it called?
Stewart saves his family.
Trenchy adds it to the list.
I mean, have you seen it, Marty?
No. I'll check it out though at some stage.
It's based off a Saturday Night Live character that Al Franken did, and he's like the support guy. Like he does, the new age. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. But then he has to go back to his family, which is just an alcoholic, an emotionally closed off mother. All this stuff, and you're just like, yeah, been there. Can relate. And it's funny, but you have to come from a certain thing to appreciate it. It won't be for everyone, but if you come from a fucked up family, yeah. The last two, I promise I'll be really quick, is Castle Freak is one that I absolutely
great movie. Jeffrey Combs, and it's very Lovecraftian. I like it. With a bit of taste of Giallo as well.
Very much so. And penis. This penis, Marty, is penis.
I like, fucking, you feel sorry for the creature as well. There's a lot going on here.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. That's a good point you bring. You do feel heartbreak for the creature. And the last one, and of course, but you're going to bring Copycat. Okay, I have two more. I have Copycat with Sigourney Weaver and Harry Connick Jr. I think that is a really great 90s thriller. I really love that movie. And also Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers. Okay. I think that movie gets way too much shit.
Look,
you're gonna say anything? You gonna come at me, bro?
No, it's a unique entry in the trilogy. You have Michael Myers in a mask killing teenagers with a knife. I mean, that's never been done before. I gotta give
incest, baby. We have incest, baby, Marty. We have incest, baby.
Well, only in the producer's cut.
True. It depends on
which is the better cut. The original, I don't like the first cut. The producer's cut with the incest and the magic rocks is somehow better and less gore. It's weird. It's weird how it works.
I agree with you. I love the and fucking Paul Rudd. Damn it, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is great in that movie. That started his arc of playing depressed characters in multiple films.
It did, and Donald Pleasance is so good. I love the line. I thought that whole coot was dead, and he just looks at the telephone caller and he goes, "Not dead, just very much retired."
But no, they're awesome. They're awesome picks. They're awesome honorable mentions. Trench, you're grand. Trench, what's your top 5 movies of 1995?
Okay, so number 5 is one Mac showed me. I would like because he know I like Sam Raimi, and that's The Quick and the Dead.
Great Western. Sharon Stone is fucking gorgeous in that movie. Gene Hackman is such a piece of shit as Herod. And again, the cast in that is fucking brilliant.
Every character is great.
Yeah, even little baby Leonardo DiCaprio as like the little fucking gunslinger is good. They're just fucking great. Fucking Lance Henriksen as Ace. This fucking shithead fucking this shit. What's that thing? An asshole can recognize another asshole. Lance Henriksen is boasting about being like the fastest gun, and fucking Gene Hackman comes out. I saw you do that trick, Ace, back in Wilmington. You blew a 5-year-old child's finger off, didn't you? Yeah, real quick shot there. And he fucking takes him apart emotionally before he actually fucking kills him. It's just fucking brilliant. Gene Hackman is on a level of fucking arsehole you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Russell Crowe as this preacher, former gunfighter, and Gene Hackman is itching. Sorry, Trench, I'm probably taking over.
Oh no, you're good.
Gene Hackman has been itching to Wade or something. Russell Crowe's character. and Russell Crowe is being guarded by these two lackeys, and they end up breaking his arm. And they're like, "What happened to his arm?" And he's like, "Oh, I broke it. You can still shoot with your left." Yeah, kind of. Okay, Dom, you got 2 minutes to get out of town. What do you mean, boss? You got 2 minutes to get out of town. You broke his arm. He's like, ah, and this poor fucker goes pegging it to the end of town. 2 minutes are up, and he shoots him with the fucking rifle. And it's like, okay, I'm excited. This is like Christmas. He's like fucking excited of potentially being killed by Russell Crowe's character. And he turns to his guards and goes, "Yeah, if he kills me, make sure you shoot that piece of shit." It's like he's trying to give the illusion of fairness. But have you seen this one, Jen?
Yes, but I don't know why you think Sharon Stone's so hot. Is because she's a blonde?
It's the scene where she's having fucking. There's something about ladies in westerns with garter straps, and she's got the derringer in the garter strap, and she's going to shoot fucking Herod. And then she wakes up in a shabby shirt with nothing else and a pair of cowboy boots on nitroglycerin in Leonardo DiCaprio's fucking shop. It's a cool fun. It's fun. It's super fucking fun.
Gene Hackman is good. Do you prefer him in this, or do you prefer him in another Clint Eastwood movie, fucking Unforgiven?
Little Bill in Unforgiven. He's so. It's two different types of arsehole. One is an arsehole that doesn't see himself as an arsehole or an evil person. One is someone who is very aware of what they are and just fucking loves it. Again, Trenchy, I apologize. I hijacked your.
Oh, you're fine.
Have you favorite character or favorite moment in it?
I just love all the different characters, like the Native American guy, and they all have their own little quirks and stuff. And I like how Sharon Stone's character befriends like the drunken preacher gunslinger guy, and I like how they get closer as the movie goes on. And I do like it. I do like remember. I think it was a scene you were talking about where he shoots the dude in the hands.
Yeah.
And he doesn't kill him, and yeah, it's Gene Hackman's it's just a fun movie. It's just a really fun, like Sam Raimi knew what he was doing. He just had fun with the Western setting.
Do you know what this is? And it makes sense because Rob Tappert was involved in this. Is Xena if Xena was set in a Western, because there's another thing. There's this asshole that's like threatening to fucking rape an underage fucking prostitute in the thing, and he does, and fucking Sharon Stone just fucking loses it. There's no fucking standing at one end of the street. The two of them are just fucking opening up with their revolvers in the pissing rain, and she doesn't want to kill him outright. She's trying to shoot the dude in the bollocks, and she fucking hits her mark. It's a great fucking movie. If you haven't seen The Quick and the Dead, excellent pick, Trenchy. It's an amazing Western.
It is.
What is your next pick, sir?
Number 4, I have Tank Girl. This movie is amazing.
Sparky loves that movie too.
There are kangaroo people.
Yes, darling?
Okay, so I don't hate this movie. I think it's I am a fan of the original Jamie Hewlett comic that came out, and they do a great job with what they work with. But the comic is fucking mental. I don't know if this was the right property to make a live action movie, an animated movie. But that said, Laurie Petty is fucking brilliant as Tank Girl. You also have Naomi Watts, who has disavowed any knowledge she starred in this as well. She plays Jet Girl. And there were scenes removed. They had other scenes. Stan Winston designed the kangaroo creatures, and he kind of was like, fuck, I got a limited budget. Hey, I have some stuff left over from The Predator. So that's why at the start of the movie, the kangaroos look like the Predator. But one of the kangaroo props, and And I don't know, I think it was New Line who released this. They were like, no fucking way can we put that in the movie. There's supposed to be a scene where Laurie Petty is like not sure what to think of these kangaroos, and she meets the kind of lovable, goofy one, and he pulls down his pants, and Winston constructed, I think, 1.5 meter long kangaroo dick, and the execs were like,
Jesus Christ.
we can't put this in the movie. And Laurie was like, oh my. Laurie Petty was so incensed and so annoyed. She went back to Stan Winston. She's like, I'm sorry you didn't get to put it in the movie. He's like, yeah. She's like, can I keep the kangaroo penis? So she has that in the price. She loves the movie. She's proud of that movie. She's brilliant. Not a perfect movie, but Malcolm McDowell. Trench.
Malcolm
He's
McDowell.
great.
Yeah.
Why do you love the movie?
Well, it feels like the zany, like weird comic book apocalypse movie is just like you have like these over the top kind of characters and this over the top setting, and I think it's Vanilla Ice is a kangaroo, and if you have talking kangaroos in the movie, it's usually gonna be good. Warriors of Virtue is a masterpiece. So that automatically makes the movie good. And then Malcolm McDowell is great. I think he's either hoarding water or air. It's been a while since I've seen it. But
Water and power. They have all the water and all the power.
yeah, it's just a fun movie.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's fun. I because there's segments, action segments where transitions into an animated segment, and I honestly, Trenchy, I'm with you. It's a great movie, but I think if it had if the whole thing had been completely animated, I think it would have been brilliant. I think if it it had that mid-90s anarchy kind of like Clerks, fucking counterculture Generation X feel
Very
to
much
it.
so.
Like Daria meets fucking Battlestar Galactica. It's got that kind of
Mhm.
fucking
With a little Thunderdome thrown in. Am I the only
Yeah.
one who got a little Thunderdome?
Yeah. And Laurie Petty says she was so happy she got the cinema edition of We Do It in the kind of classical kind of lounge kind of thing. It's fun. It's a fun pick. Would have been on my list, but I can certainly understand why it made it onto yours, Trench.
Sparky loves it too. You're not alone, Trench. That's one of Sparky's favorites.
It's kind of like a superhero movie. I always like most of those.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a kick-ass movie. There's a lot of problems I have with it that stop it from being on my list. Again,
That's fair.
I think it would have worked if it had been completely animated. I think, and it kept the Jamie Hewlett style, but it still captures the comic. It's just I don't know if live action was the best way to bring that interpretation around. What else have you got, Trench?
Number 3. This is probably a little different from all the other ones I'm gonna have on the list, but I have Get Shorty.
Yeah.
It's just a movie I grew up with. Chili Palmer is one of the coolest characters put to screen, and it's just a fun, different type of gangster movie.
We did it for our thing, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good talking about it with you guys.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting as well. James Gandolfini is in that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a stuntman. I need to check it out. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
You'd like it, Marty. I think you'd like it.
It's essentially he's a mobster who wants to be a writer, film director, and just has hurdles he's got to cross. And fucking Gene Hackman gets the shit kicked out of him continuously in this movie, if I'm not mistaken. It's been ages since I think I did watch it. I either watched this or Be Cool. I mixed up the two.
Yeah, well, this one's movies. Be Cool is music, and I know a lot of people about Be Cool more because it has like The Rock in it, and it has like Vince Vaughn and a bunch of other people But I don't know. I always preferred this one because Be Cool is kind of like it goes bigger and it has more stars. It's the same type of thing, but I think this one is a little bit. I just enjoy the characters more in this one, and I enjoyed the movie plot line more than the music plot line. That Be Cool is cool, but it's not bad. But it feels like the actors, like some of the villains, are a bit more silly, like they're leaning into being silly, while in the original, the comedy comes from they're playing it straight. They're not trying to be silly. But in Be Cool, I feel like intentionally they're like winking at the
Yeah,
camera, like look how funny we are.
Vince Vaughn is a Looney Tunes character, I think, in
Yeah.
fucking Be Cool, if
And
I'm not mistaken.
Burn, I think it's either Cedric the Entertainer or Bernie Mac. One of those guys in the sequel, and he's kind of a little over the top as well. He's really good in it, but he's a little over. I think it's Cedric the Entertainer in the
I
sequel.
think I can't remember either, but I think because we talked about it.
What?
Yeah.
What's your next movie, Trench?
My number two is I think this movie is underrated. This movie is amazing, and people seem to hate it. And I guess that kind of goes with a little bit on the list, kind of like Tank Girl. It is Waterworld. Waterworld is a misunderstood masterpiece.
I like it.
This movie is great.
It's Mad Max Water Edition. I like this, and the push. I mean, I like the fact that this is a movie that flopped. This is a movie that flopped, that had a video game that was exclusive to a flopped fucking console as well. This was one of the few movies that got a video game on the what was it, 3DO Boy, or the what the fuck? Basically, it was a big red fucking yoke you taped to your fucking head. But yeah, sorry, It was a stupid fuck. It was supposed to be 3D, but all the games were in red. But it doesn't matter. Trench, Waterworld. Why do you love Waterworld, dude?
Cause it's awesome. It's like pirates on the water and shit. And I'm pretty sure, is it Dennis Hopper? He's like a fish man.
Yes.
He's a fish man. And then Kevin Costner drinks his own piss.
I was waiting for that. Also, can I ask both you and Marty, because I'm a big Kevin Costner fan. Like, I fucking get pissed and people give that man so much shit. He's a good actor, damn it. Is it because you did like Kevin Costner, Marty?
I actually like Waterworld. Is it perfect? No. The score is great.
It's a fun movie.
It is.
It is. It does have the Kevin Costner problem of it running a wee bit too long, but that's a lot of Kevin Costner movies.
It does, but like there was a comic book prequel that came out that explains how the world got flooded and why there's so many fucking monsters in the ocean and why Kevin Costner can fucking breathe underwater.
Yeah.
The Virtual Boy. Sorry, guys. I was trying to find. Do any of you remember the Virtual Boy?
No, but I'm not a gamer girl, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, so Waterworld was like, okay, we're going to make an excellent movie for an excellent console. And hang on. I got to show you this fucking thing. I still do not to this day know how fucking people went around with this balanced on their shoulders, on their fucking heads. But this thing is fucking ridiculous. I mean, what the fuck? I gotta show you this because it's fucking. Sorry, Trench. I'm doing it again.
You're good. You are adding.
Jesus fucking. So Waterworld came out, and you could play the Waterworld game on this fucking thing. This monstrosity. So they rested on your
That
arms.
looks like a grill.
This rested on your arms, and you carried the controller, and it was portable. It was portable.
What the fuck?
3D. Yeah.
But doesn't it have to be plugged in, darling?
No, you charged it. You charged it. You charged it for 17 hours. You could charge it, and it would run
Excuse
for
me?
3 or 4.
You know the person that made that thought that was the coolest thing in the world and it was gonna change gaming forever.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Where's
probably.
my person?
At least they
Trenchy,
tried.
did you have a moral objection? Because, Kevin Costner was okay about the little girl being sold into sexual slavery. Like, he was fine with it.
I forgot about that part. I mostly think about the cool ship stuff on the water because I like water. I forgot. Well, he's anti-hero.
Yeah, an anti-hero, but, like, that is one thing that's kind of icky. Like, of course
That is wrong. I guess there's multiple Kevin Costner movies now with weird age stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Marty, how
Dances
do you
with
feel about...
Wolves.
I love
Sorry?
Dances with Wolves. Marty, how do you feel about a little girl getting sold into sexual slavery and Kevin Costner not white knighting it and going, it's fine?
God, no.
I forgot about that part.
I get what they were trying to do, but yeah, no. Also, again, I love the fact this flopped not because it was shit, not because the games and stuff were shit, but because it made people blind. People were gone blind.
Wait, I didn't know that's how it worked. That is terrible.
Did it burn their retinas or something?
Yeah, but basically, the 3D effect was done with a fucking red kind of thing, and it fucked people up. People were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play me some Waterworld," and like they're like, "I can't see mother, I can't see father." Now their sight came back, but prolonged use just it's like virtue. If you ever see one of these things out in the wild, cheap gen, will you pick it up for me? Cause I gotta see this fucking beast. Hi, but yeah,
Right, I don't want you to lose your sight. Although I guess it would be an excuse because then you just have to fill me up. I'd be like, yeah, darling, this is the knob. I just won't tell you it's my knob. Like you can squeeze me.
Trench, the gang, the smokers, right? You know the dude who's flying the plane that fucking Kevin Costner shoots down with the harpoon. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Jack Black.
That's Jack Black.
Yeah.
He's
oh shit! I didn't recognize him.
Yeah. But it's a fun movie. Even the poor owl fuck who's trying to fucking ladle the fuel in the bow of the ship. He's been doing it so long. He's just this emaciated poor guy. And then fucking Kevin Costner drops the flare, and he sees the flare, and he's like, "Oh, thank God!" Just fucking, he's going to be burnt to death, but he doesn't have to do this shit anymore. I love that thing. Oh, thank God.
I just thought it was something like cool, like it was a cool idea, and the fact that I know people are like it's dumb, but I thought it was a cool idea to have like the whole world flooded and the people are on boats and there's fish people. I thought that was a really cool, and that the fact that they gave a budget to this because the movie does look good, like it's a good looking movie too.
It was one of the most expensive movies, right? Like at the time,
like most expensive flop that it got. So I don't know if it was Siskel or Ebert, but one of them nicknamed the movie Fish Tar. Like,
I remember.
They called it Fish Tar because
I think it was Siskel who did that. I could be wrong, but I think it was Siskel who did. I remember that.
Fuck. No, it's a fun movie. I like the fact they find the last dry land is actually Everest, which makes fucking sense and stuff. And yeah, it's a cool flick. It's a wicked flick. Trenchy, what is your next one? Is it number one now?
Yeah, number one. It should be cause it's number one. My number one is I got the double pack of this for my birthday. This and the sequel, and fuck the sequel, but this movie is amazing, and it's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
It is a
that is a
classic.
cool movie. It's a cool movie.
That
Have you?
How do
is.
y'all feel about that? Didn't they do a reboot make
Yeah,
thing? Yeah.
that one was okay, except that character Cole was boring. Trench, who's your favorite character or actor? Is it Christopher Lambert as Raiden? As
Um,
you got a Caucasian kung fu master played by a Frenchman, like you know. Like,
I really liked Raiden. Johnny Cage might be my favorite, and Kano. Kano's great in the original. He's also great in the remake. And it was because when I watched the remake, they had like gore in it, like it was supposed to be, and I was like, "Oh shit, I love this movie!" And I said it was better than the original. And then weeks passed, and I woke up, and I'm like, "What was wrong with you? Why did you say that?" In a review on the internet, you gotta take that back. Because I'm like, because I don't know, the original, like the remake is decent, but it has a lot of problems. It has some good stuff to it, but this original, it has problems, but it's just fun. It's a
mm.
fun movie that captures. It might not have the gore, but it captures the spirit of like a fighting movie and the games in some ways.
And
And
again, it was the reason why people still give fucking Paul W.S. Anderson movie money to make video game movies.
yeah, because it's like Goro. Goro is amazing in this, and his fight with Johnny Cage, where he kicks him in the nuts, that is awesome. And Reptile was pretty cool, and you got Sub Zero and Scorpion, even though Scorpion has a weird plant thing coming out of his arm instead of a chain, but it is what it is. But yeah,
It's
no, and the music was great. It's just
the
great.
music's fucking banner. That fucking dance version of fucking Mortal Kombat. That fucking the soundtrack. I think fucking stayed in the charts well after the movie had left cinemas.
The guy that played Shang Tsung, I guess, just died like not too long ago, like last year or something,
Yeah.
or this year.
Uh,
Yeah,
he
but he's great
he was
too.
in Planet of the Apes as well. He was the kind of good silverback gorilla.
I
Terry
remember.
Takanawi. I can never pronounce that. I don't want to butcher the dude's name, but I know who you're talking about. He was great. It's a fun movie. It's a fun. Have you seen that one, Jen?
No, you know me, I'm not. That's not my thing. But I hear it's really cool.
It's fun. It's fun, and the practical effects with Goro is like a big puppet. It's Alec Gillis, ADI. They made the puppet, so it's a tall dude with a fucking animatronic puppet on top. So you got the dude with his regular arms, and then you got robot arms, and then the puppet's head and stuff. So it looks like a big fucking dude. It's cool. It's cool. I
Very cool. I get that.
I do wish there was more gory fatalities, and
Yeah.
the CG. Some of it doesn't hold up. When Reptile is in his beast form, it
hmm
looks a bit fucking weird. But for the most part,
And
it's
the plant chain, the
yeah,
plant thing instead of the chain. It's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
The plant monster.
They made fucking they made Scorpion spear a living entity and shit. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? But yeah, no,
Poison
it's
Ivy?
no. It's fun, but it's. I think there's merits to this and the remake. Hopefully the course correct with the new one. Because I like the gore that was in the remake, and I like some of the character designs, but I like the character designs in this, and like they're not taking it too seriously. But yeah, no, that's a good number one. Have you any honorable mentions, Trench?
I got a few. I try not to do too many, but I got a couple that you guys mentioned, like Dolores Claiborne. That's a classic. That's a great movie. Oh, Congo. Congo is fantastic. Is great.
Tim Curry.
This movie. This movie
Stop
had this year
eating
had
my
a lot of
sesame
fun
cake.
movies.
Stop eating my sesame cake, Trench.
Yeah.
You can eat my
Uh,
sesame cake.
I don't want it.
The First Night, that's a good movie. Or I
That is a
remember
good
it
movie.
being good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
Sean Connery. Oh, The Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man is great.
That
Kent
is a good
Towers.
one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Uh, Vampire in Brooklyn. That's a
I
fun
like that
movie.
one too. I like that one too.
Yeah,
Now they say it's really Eddie Murphy that directed it as opposed to Russ Craven, but it's just the problem with that movie is it doesn't know what it wants to be.
It's tonally, it's all over the fucking gaff. You're dead right.
Yeah. But there's something about it. It's a fascinating movie because there's something about it I dig. I'm with you, Trenchy. Like, it's a mess, but it's such a watchable mess. You know what I
It's
mean?
an interesting
And
mess.
Angela Bassett is fucking awesome in that.
yeah, and
Sorry.
it's Eddie Murphy is funny, but he's also, I don't know, he kind of reminded me of the guy in Blackula when he was
Yeah.
playing his vampire a bit. Like they had that, like
Obviously,
he does have presence.
obviously that was a
Yeah, he
major
does.
influence on that Trench as well. The like Murphy probably grew up watching the original Blackula and wanted to kind of replicate it in his movie.
Yeah. And when
Did
he's
you guys
stalking that
recognize-
lady in the park with the dog, that's a pretty cool scene. And he comes up with and he attacks her. And I think he's trying to get Angela Bassett to drink from the girl that he attacked.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
it was. And the guy from A Different World that played Dwayne is really good as his ghoul. I like his little ghoul friend.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Did you guys think he was sexy?
Not really. That's just me though.
But you don't even like sesame cake, so what do you know?
It's me. It's just it puts crumbs everywhere, and like that couch, right? I got about that couch.
That expensive one we never get off of, except no one's gonna get off of it because God forbid there's a stain.
You know how much we spent on that fucking couch, Jen. Anyway, sorry,
Trenchy.
squad.
Oh, you're good. Theodore Rex, of course, I had to have it in honorable mentions. That is another good one, or I like it.
Yeah.
Casper, Friday, and there's a couple. Where's the one I had? Because I'm not gonna do too many more, but Now and Then, that's a good movie. That's a good coming of age movie. Nobody really talks about that one, but
Devin
that
Sawa
one's
was in
pretty
it.
fun. Wait, he is? I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was one of the boys. Because a lot of people thought him and Christina Ricci because he was also in Casper, and a lot of people thought that there might have been something with them. But they worked together in both of the movies.
Oh, yeah, I have to rewatch that and look for him because I didn't recognize him in that one.
It's when they take away the suit. When you're looking for him, you'll see him.
Trench, I still like when we done that stream on Theodore Rex and it was the best comparison ever. You just said it was like in the heat of the night with a dinosaur. That was fucking wonderful.
And I still haven't seen In the Heat of the Night, which I used to think was a vampire movie, but it is not a vampire movie.
No, it's about racism and police and in the South. Carol.
Yeah.
It basically, if you ask me, I think Poitier took off fucking lampoon fucking Theodore Rex. I think the guys behind Theodore Rex need to get some fucking some of that Poitier money. Anyway, is that it, Trench, or have you a couple more?
Well, I'm just gonna say a couple more real quick. Clockers, Leprechaun 3, both I like both of those movies. Very different, but they're both good. And then there's a little horror movie from the 90s, I thought this one's pretty fun. It's called The Granny. It's from it's from '95. That's a fun little horror movie.
Yeah, I
Um,
know which one you're talking about. It's cute. It's cute.
yeah, I thought it. I think it's like a fun little, just cheesy kind of slasher where the grandma comes back to life and kills the family members who are trying to cheat her out of stuff. It's pretty fun and goofy. And and this one Corey showed me, Bloody Muscle Builders in Hell. This is Japanese.
Yeah.
It is Evil Dead, but Japanese.
Yep.
I gotta check that one out with a title like that.
And before I forget, Blood and Donuts. That's a great movie.
Okay.
I still need to check that one out. I know of it, but it's always one that's onto my to watch list. I need to eventually see it. I know what it is.
I think you'll like it. It's like a Canadian vampire movie.
Yeah, I've heard
Kind
it's
of
good.
comedy.
I've heard it's good. I've it's always been on my to watch list.
I like fucking kind of there was some great oddball horror. Someone said it earlier on. I think it might have been Monkey that, or it could have been Ben, that there was some really great bad horror that came out at the 90s, and yeah, there is some oddball like the Ice Cream Man and stuff. You just got these weird, quirky fucking horror movies that come out, and go on.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut in, but if you really want to check one out, I think it might be 94, but I'm pretty sure it's 95. There's a movie called The Mommy that's with Patricia McCormick playing the evil mother, which is kind of a nice twist because she played, the bad seed. And it's basically what if the bad seed grew up and had a daughter of her own. It's really good. I had the book tie-in. I found it at a grocery store and I lost it, unfortunately. But it's a really fun movie. It's a very low budget movie, but check it out. It's fun.
I'll give it a look. So Trench, that is your fucking picks for 95.
Yeah, I'm done.
They're awesome picks. So my picks for 1995, starting with a horror movie to keep Jen happy. My number 5 is Demon Knight. I fucking love this movie.
Blood.
Jesus. Okay.
That one's good too.
I think this movie is better than Bordello of Blood. We'll have a debate at some stage. But again, it's a feature-length Crypt Keeper tale. You have William Sadler playing Breaker, who is essentially he's a guardian of a holy relic that Billy Zane's the collector's after, and he ends up in a fucking boarding house with all these kooky characters that's laid siege to by the demons. And honestly,
it is fun. It is a fun movie.
Billy Zane, fucking Thomas Hayden Church, William Sadler, Chi Pounder, Jada Pinkett Smith, fucking something Cryer. He was the voice of Roger Rabbit. He's in it as well. Brenda Beck. Oh Christ, I'm after forgetting him. He's in everything, and he's the
Billy Zane.
No,
Dick Miller. Dick Miller.
Thank you. Dick Miller's in it as well. Dick Miller's in it as well. It's just so fun. It's so cool. The creature designs are cool. You got blood, you got gore, you got sex, you got everything. It's just a fun movie. And Billy Zane is brilliant. You fucking hold on, no fucking motherfuckers. He's great.
Yeah.
I like Thomas, him having a discussion with fucking Thomas Hayden Church. He goes, so yeah, I'm gonna let you go, but are you okay if I kill the others? If it makes you feel good. Well, if it makes you feel good, thanks a million. And the way he approached it is, it's like if the genie in Aladdin was a villain, and he's so fucking. Trenchy's favorite scene, right, is the bit with the sponge where he produces a sponge out of his mouth. And again, it's cool. African American director, which is pretty cool as well.
And William Sadler, because he was in the very first Tales from the Crypt episode from the 80s.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a fucking awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. John Terry,
pretty good too.
Bordello Blood's all right, but I think this is the superior movie. genuinely.
And there's
That's
heart
my
to that
opinion.
movie too. Like it's
Yeah,
a
there is.
fun movie, but there is like when the house mother goes out to like take out the monsters and stuff, and that cop goes with her so she won't die alone. That's a nice moment.
It
He
It
didn't
is.
is.
have to go with her, but he chose to. It's very nice.
Hmm.
It's a wicked movie. If you haven't watched Demon Knight, be sure to check it out, guys.
Don't put your love blood.
That one's good too.
Thank
uh,
you, Trenchy.
my number 4 is an anime I going to be shot and probably be fucking committed for heresy. I actually think this is better than Akira, but I'm going to go with Ghost in a Shell. It discuss Akira is spectacle, but I think the issue with Akira is you had a 90-minute, maybe 2 hour movie that's like fucking tried to condense 14 volumes of this epic fucking story. And the Akira manga is fucking amazing. The movie visually is gorgeous, but it's fucked because they try and condense 15 huge tomes of books. I think 15. I'm not sure, but they try and condense it into a 90-minute movie. It doesn't work. Ghost in the Shell, it does the story justice, and it hits all the beats. It discusses what it means to be human, AI stuff that is a lot more relevant nowadays than you might think. Um, I the remake, the live action remake with Scarlett Johansson, it's not the fucking worst live action anime adaptation going. That said, it's not fucking great either, but I'm not gonna be one of these book wankers and goes, fucking, it doesn't fucking, but if you get a chance, check out the Ghost in the Shell anime. There was some really great video games released from it as well at the time. PlayStation got a whole host of Ghost in the Shell video games if you can. I'm have you Trench, have you seen Ghost in the Shell? Have you any favorite characters? What do you think of the major? What do you think of the story if you have seen it?
I've seen a little bit of it. I want to see more of it because I know that's Sasha's favorite movie of all time, and I know that's like a famous anime. And
Hmm.
I've seen some of it, but I was also doing stuff, so I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was a very bad time, but I caught like bits of it because somebody was playing it. But I do want to watch it eventually, and I know there's a show as well. But it looks good. Like I've only heard nothing but good things, and it looks interesting.
Yeah, there was a mini series produced after called the Standalone Complex, and it's middling. It's middling. Jen, have you seen this one, or would this be outside your wheelhouse?
It's a little outside my wheelhouse, and you know me, I don't like nothing foreign.
You don't like them people with funny eyes. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, it is. I'm not, and you know that's not my wheelhouse. But I know about it. Like I know of its reputation, and one of these days, maybe you and me will kind of take a ride down it and see what it's all about. But I know of it, but I'm not a. It ain't like when I'm talking about them guy in masked in them spook pictures.
And them spook pictures you like. Okay. And I get as well, it's not going to be for everyone. I just think it runs. I think as an anime, it fucking hits the assignment a lot better than Akira. Um, you know,
Larry says animation's amazing, but felt a tad overhyped.
yeah, it could be just me. Again, I grew up like this is when I was in my college phase, and I was like, oh fucking Wicked City, Akira, fucking Ninja Scroll, and it's like, yeah, fucking, you'd be chatting with people, and you'd be like, fucking, you'd be talking with like if you bump into a girl who's an anime, yeah, it talks about deep philosophical things and like, fucking this life, and then you meet your mates, and they're like, did you see the fucking tits in your one and cut off the dude's head? It's fucking awesome. Like, it's versatile. You can change it. But yeah. I think it does the assignment better. I think Akira is just too fucking lofty to try and squeeze into a 90-minute movie. I'm not saying Akira is a bad anime. I just think that it doesn't fucking from what the mangas. If again, I like. I'll be right back, Jen. Be right back. Trench, I just
Oh, you're good.
Okay, did was it something I said?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think for once I don't think so. It's an interesting pick though. Like I need to get a little bit more into the whole anime thing. I'm very a novice of the whole thing, but I hear there's some fucked up shit in some of those animes. I hear there's some
Oh, Monster.
monster.
There's a show anime called Monster, and that has some really fucked up shit in it. And the first couple episodes are a little slow, but it is really good. Monster is a
Okay,
great like serial killer type of anime, a little bit.
okay. I'll check it
hey,
out. I'll put it on my to watch list.
just to
And
show you,
Larry says I should see Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D is cool.
And then there's Death Note, which Death Note is one of the greatest.
I think
I just
Sparky likes that one.
so my thing is, guys, right? Akira is a great anime, but I don't think it does the story justice. Again, you have a 90-minute movie, and the volumes that you can get the mangas, which I think are in 15 issues, or you can get two kind of these compendium editions, which are still pretty lofty. So this is just one volume. This is just one volume of the manga, and you trying to fit 6 of these into a 90-minute movie. You're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to do it, because
Or if you took those volumes and were trying to like move. Now, if you had a Kindle, you could do that real easy.
No, you know what I mean.
I'm just teasing. I
The
had
Blue
to.
Girl. Oh, then we're going into Jesus. The Blue Girl is whole other fucking territory there. Fucking.
Would I like it?
Yeah, I think you might like it a bit too much. Anyway, right. So, my next pick is going to be a sequel, which some people kind of turned their nose up to. I think it's a fucking worthy addition. I think it's right up there with the original, and is better than 2. I still like part 2, but it's going to have to be Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes.
This is great. This is a fucking great movie. And is Jeremy Irons as good as Alan Rickman? No, but he's pretty fucking close, and you genuinely feel that he could be Hans Gruber's brother Simon. And it's just Jonathan Henslaw. This was supposed to be a whole other fucking cop action movie, and they're like, fuck it, let's just turn it into a fucking Die Hard movie. And you can tell as well, because this is a buddy cop movie. Well, they're not both cops, but this is a buddy cop movie essentially, which doesn't really suit the modus operandi for McClane. I know he was talking to Ellis and stuff on the phone, but you have Bruce Willis sharing the screen with Samuel Jackson, and it's just fun, and it's cool, and it's crazy. Like the scene where they're fucking driving through Central Park, and Samuel Jackson says, "You trying to hit these people?" No. Well, maybe that mime. There's some great fucking comedic back and forth, and
I love it when they go to the shop, like when he tells them to get in his shop because they're going to kill him. And Samuel Jackson, it's not because they're killing him, it's just because it'll just bring more negative attention to the neighborhood. I like that.
yeah, it's I don't know. I like fucking I like Samuel Jackson's Zeus. He's funny. He's good. He's cool, and I think the action is fucking top notch in that. And the just again, it's the same modus operandi. You think they're going to do something else, but it's a robbery. They're not going to fucking they're not going to fucking do all this because they're terrorists or they want revenge. They're doing it because they want to fucking rob the fucking bank, and it's pretty cool. I think it's I feel people kind of just fucking shrug this one off.
It's a good one. I like it.
And don't give it time of day. What do you think, Trench? Die Hard with a Vengeance.
It's like if they took John McClane and put him in Lethal Weapon. It is great. It is so much fun. They had to switch up the formula, and it would have been cool if they could have got Alan, but I understand why they went with Samuel L. Jackson instead, because Samuel L. Jackson is just so much fun and matches the energy. So I get it why they maybe couldn't get it. Would have been cool if Alan did appear in the movie, but I don't know if that actor was still alive at that point or what was going
Okay.
on.
Yeah, Carl Winslow is still alive to this day.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Oh, he is. I don't know who's dead or not. My bad. But
he
yeah.
was probably
Oops.
working on different strokes or something and couldn't fucking make it.
Family matters.
Yeah.
Family Matters. Sorry, fuck. I fucking mixed up those titles. Sorry, shit.
It's
But no, it's
okay.
really good.
It's I gotta brush up on my fucking. I gotta brush up on my American sitcoms. Yeah,
Or just your American girlfriend.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Down, bad girl, bad bitch. Down.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
my number 2 is a fucking excellent movie, and yeah, it's Heat. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and yeah, it's a great kind of crime thriller drama. You're on the edge of your seat, and I love the fact as well that these two are opposite sides of the same fucking coin. There's this begrudging respect for each other, and that comes to a fucking that kettle comes to a boil in that coffee shop scene.
Yeah.
Like they're like, fucking they're sitting down and they're just talking about their life and the shit they have to do. And like again, when Al Pacino says, "Buddy, look, I'll have to take you down. I don't want to." He means that. He sees a dude who he sees is an actual fucking equal in both persona and occupation. It just happens that occupation is the opposite of what fucking Pacino's doing, and the same with De Niro. And as well, another thing, there's these two big fucking heavy hitters in this movie. One person that's always a couple actors are overlooked, but one person who's always overlooked is Val Kilmer. And he's just so fucking good in this. He's just, you feel bad for him, like he fucking escapes, and he's one of the lads who manages to fucking get away with the money, but he has to leave Ashley Judd behind, and he loves that woman and he loves the fucking kid. And just again, the two teams trying to outwit each other, and fucking Hank Azaria as the sleazy thing says, who you a fucking owl? You know what you got? Because she's a big ass. Pacino just roaring at him, and it's fucking cool. And Natalie Portman as well.
Very much.
Natalie Portman has a great. What do you think, Jen? What do you think of Heat?
I like Heat. It's one that it puzzles me for a lot of reasons, because even though you have fucking Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, and not to mention some other great people in this movie, it's not one that gets thrown around a lot, and I don't know why. You don't hear it thrown around that much.
I think in the day it did, but I think other movies have come and gone. But this one, it's a solid fucking movie. Like it
is, and Al Pacino.
It does need more notoriety.
I think it does too. It's kind of a sleepy one that a lot of people have slept on, and it is really good. And you have these two fucking legends, on the same screen, and they're doing what they're doing. Now, of course, I'm probably on Team Al because I love Al, but De Niro's good in it too.
The other thing is the intensity. It's the perfect crime thriller, and it works because this has all been done before. This is Michael Mann. He done this with Miami Vice. He replicated it again. Another movie that I think he did that doesn't get enough fucking praise, and it's like this as well. Collateral with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is brilliant as villains. He was brilliant as Lestat. He was brilliant in Magnolia as the shitty son, and he was brilliant in Collateral. Collateral, there's three characters in Collateral. There's Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, and the city of Los Angeles. If you haven't fucking seen Collateral, watch it. But this
has a great soundtrack.
Yeah, it's an amazing soundtrack. But this is a fucking excellent fucking crime thriller. Trench, What's your thoughts on Heat?
Uh, um, so I did start watching Heat with somebody and I fell asleep. Not because the movie was bad, it's just I was tired. But I
Yeah.
will finish Heat one day. But from what I saw, I really liked. Like I saw, I think quite a bit of it, and I gotta watch it in better quality. But from what I saw, it was really good. Like
Yeah.
it's Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and like you said, Val Kilmer, and it just looked like a really good like crime type of movie from what I saw, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
And again, you have these two characters. There's very few movies where you have enemies that have like a begrudging respect for each other, and you're like, shit, I don't know who to side with in this because they're so both so
Hmm.
compelling, and even the characters themselves are like, I don't want to fight
Conflicted.
this guy, he fucking. But yeah, no, it's a great movie, and my number one for 1995 is a David Fincher movie,
7.
and it is Seven. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you haven't
Yeah,
seen Seven, you gotta watch it. It is. I
Morgan
see.
Freeman.
Yeah, I see people comparing the Saw movies to Seven, and I'm like,
I get it.
no.
I get the I get the comparison because we are talking about good and evil and like, people, repaying their sins and like the Saw is trying to wake you up too and so is this guy. I get it. Different, but I see where people are coming from with it. I can understand that. But this is a whole different beast. And not to say that it's better or worse than Saw, it's just a different beast. But I get where people get the comparisons.
I I just think that there's something a lot more cerebral with this movie.
I get
Yes, there's gore. Yes, there's disturbing images. And okay, I can definitely see maybe a slight comparison to the first Saw movie because you had a detective thriller there, but definitely not the latter ones. The latter ones just fucking it's a torture porn genre. This is interesting because you have two detectives. One who is just world weary. Morgan Freeman's detective. He's world weary, and he's trying to fucking. I need to stop this monster, and I do understand. I have to understand the modus operandi of him, and then you have Brad Pitt, who's the young hotshot, who's like,
hmm
okay, yeah, I'll learn from this guy, and you get sent. Morgan Freeman's like, no, kid, you do not want to learn from me. He's like, I seen shit. You've got a wife. You've got
You've got some
aspirations
good
for
stuff
family.
in your life.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. I have
yeah,
nobody. I'm just
yeah.
this jaded, cynical cop who, sees the world as, what it is. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And it's interesting that he's like he's it's that adage, um the classic one, he who looks into the abyss, beware, for the abyss shall look back into him. And it's like, that's the thing. When you're dealing with this evil, it's going to rub off onto your soul, and Morgan Freeman doesn't want that to happen to Brad Pitt, and then they're dealing with this fucking case as well.
Kevin Spacey, give the devil his due.
Yeah, yeah. Look, Kevin Spacey's a piece of shit. I'm just going to say that right here, right now.
But a good actor.
He's a good fucking actor, and he's a what was the moment you were going to catch me, officer? What piece of evidence was it? Was it the blood stain that you didn't find at the scene, or where I walked in to the police station with my hands in the air?
Hands
And he's
up.
like, yeah, it's so fucking good, and that ending as well. You're like, fuck. Now there was an alternate ending where fucking rather than let fucking
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Brad, yeah, no. There was an alternate ending rather than fucking. Sorry, after losing my train of thought. Sorry.
Sorry, I missed
No,
you.
no. Yeah, there was an alternate ending, right? Where when he discovers Gwyneth Paltrow's head, rather than fucking before he can shoot him, Morgan Freeman shoots Kevin Spacey, basically to save what's left of his career.
Of Brad
Uh,
Pitt.
yeah, but they felt that was too optimistic. They thought that ending was too optimistic. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I
Do you think it would have been disingenuous for fucking Morgan Freeman? It'd have been something his character would have done, though.
It would have been, but the whole point is just but life, it isn't that simple. Life is not that simple, and sometimes horrible shit happens, and I think that it felt more true how they ended it, actually. And I like
Mm.
how Morgan Freeman tells the captain we'll take care of him, meaning.
Yeah.
And but I like this movie. I also Brad Pitt's an interesting, because Brad Pitt is one of those actors I sort of forget. I know he's a good actor. He's been in some really good things other than Seven, but I always forget. And then you'll do a scene. And for me, the scene that always endeared me in this movie is where you see Morgan Freeman can just read the text. All the great minds, he can just go straight to the source. And you see Brad Pitt in the car going, fucking Dante, fucking faggot writing piece of shit. And he throws it across the thing. And then, a patrol gun and taps it and hands him a bag. And it's the cliff notes of Dante's Inferno. And he goes, good work, Lieutenant. That right there sums these two men up. And it's not that Brad Pitt is stupid. It's just, it takes a certain kind of mind to understand. And he can't go to the original text. I love that.
There's such nice moments as well, where it's like Morgan Freeman goes into the library or the Hall of Records to research, and he sees the lads playing fucking poker, and he's like, "Oh, come on! In such a place of culture, okay, you want to talk culture," and they put on Mozart, and it's just a nice scene. Or as well, you've got the great dichotomy with Morgan Freeman's character. He's cultured, he's well reserved, but he's been around. He sees some shit. He's not afraid to fucking be able to do some shit as well. Because there's a bit where they have a dartboard. He's got a fucking switchblade, and he's using the fucking switchblade and the dartboard. So you're like, he can handle himself. Yes, he's refined, he's cultured, but he's probably killed some fuckers. He's probably manhandled someone to get information. He is a cop, like, as well. But what's the great quote? He quotes something as well. The world is a good place and worth fighting for.
The world is a fine place and worth fighting for.
I believe in the last part. I love that.
The second part. Yeah. And it's from Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah, it's a great. Trenchy, have you seen Seven?
Oh yeah, I love Seven. Seven is great. That was one of my favorite detective movies.
Yeah.
I like how the villain wins in the end. I like how they set that up perfectly for Brad Pitt to be Raph. But an underrated part of this movie is I love Arlie Ermey as he's like the head sheriff, I think, or the police chief with his little desk, and he's yelling about the phone. He is great.
He is. He's an undersung actor. I've said that a lot tonight, but he's another one.
And some of the murders as well, where he makes a dude eat himself to death till his stomach explodes, or the poor prostitute that gets raped by the bladed dildo. It's like fucking crazy. But my favorite
Lust
one,
and Sloth are two of the worst. I think Lust and Sloth are memorable for me.
The one gets me though.
Pedophile.
Yeah, where he's just, and he has all the fucking car air fresheners, and he's like, how long has he been working on this? And I don't know the actor's a great actor, Dr. Cox from the Scrubs. He's like, you fucking deserve this, you piece of shit. And the dude's mouth just opens. He's like, fuck.
And I love Brad Pitt, where he looks at Morgan after they're in this hell, literally it's hell, and he looks at Morgan Freeman and he goes, honestly, have you ever seen anything like this? And even Morgan Freeman's like, I'm in uncharted territory here. I mean, even he's taken a gas.
Yeah, it's a great fucking movie.
It is.
Question, Jen, is this one of the few that kind of sits on the fence and has both legs at either side of the fence in horror and thriller? Could you classify this as a horror?
Yes, I could, but you will. Have been numerous debates. But see, what I always say, if it horrifies you, then it's fucking horror. Like everybody, it's subjective. It's what you think. And I do agree that it is horror because, and I mean, it's about the deadly sins, and it's also about a man who's like, he talks about it, and he says, people, you can be right in front of you, seeing all this horrible shit day after day, and you don't blink. And he is trying to wake, in his own way, in his own fucked up way, he's trying to wake people up. And it takes a page out of horror using an allegory through the sins to show people what it is, that this is the path to hell. You're literally walking the path to hell because you ignore sins every day. Again, Kevin Spacey gives that great dialogue all about it.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I'm sorry, I kind of went off the rails here. To answer your question, yes, I do consider it in the horror. It's a horror thriller, but I would put it in the horror, and a damn good one at that. But see, again, where we're going with this, because this is sort of the same thing as Silence of the Lambs. Like, some people who would be like, who think horror is the lowest common denominator, and we've all heard people who think that turn up their noses, go, oh no, these movies are above it. I mean, they're too cerebral for horror movies, which pisses me off.
Yeah, you know, they have these lofty ideas of what is thriller and what is horror, and horror is this grubby stuff, whereas this is, you know, oh, they're referring to Dante and they're referring to like the 7 deadly sins. It's like, motherfucker, don't fucking look your nose down on another genre because you don't want it to be fucking pegged in with something you love. But yeah, again, 7 is great. I have no real fucking runners up or fucking honorable mentions, so I
have one for you. Just one. Angus. Did I mention Angus? Did I already mention? Maybe I already mentioned Angus.
Go on, tell us what Angus is.
Angus is probably one of the sweetest coming of age. Like, seriously, it's from the 90s, and it's just one of the sweetest coming of age stories. And it's about this heavyset kid. George C. Scott plays his grandfather, and Kathy Bates his mother. And he's just desperately trying to fit in. And he's a cool kid. I would have been friends with this kid, but like, he's in love with a cheerleader, and like, he just gets shit everywhere he turns. He gets shit because he's a bigger kid, and he's different, and he has a little bit of a brain. And he has this friend who it's like his best friend. It's his only friend, and he's a dweeb. And it's just your typical coming of age story showing you all the trials and tribulations of high school. But it's a really sweet movie. It is, and it has somewhat of a happy ending, which, you know, I usually hate that shit. But even I'm like, go Angus at the end. You're like, yay! It's a standard prom thing, and you find out that the beautiful people might have just as many problems as us regular people. It's a nice story, and it's done in a cool, grungy, alternative way.
Okay. Trench, have you seen that one? That sounds like something to be up your alley, dude.
No, but I've heard Grande talk about it, and now Jen talked about it, so it's on my radar. Okay. It sounds like something I would like.
I think you would. I think you'd like it, Marty. Am I on your radar?
Fucking more than fucking Russian submarines. Anyway, right. Okay. Come here. I'm going to finish it up here, but before I do, Jen, what is next for the channel? What's currently on your channel that came up recently? And
should I unbutton? You said finish you up. Should I unbutton my top so you can finish off on my boobs? That's what literally.
Please don't.
Sorry, Trent.
Jen, for the love of Jesus, what's on your channel that people can watch?
At the moment, what is on my channel is a review of We Buried the Dead from, this is the first horror movie of 2026 that I've talked about, and it won't be for everyone. This is definitely a movie you got to know your taste, but if you are interested in having a zombie movie that is talking like, much like Anne Rice with her beloved vampires, is talking more about us than the zombies, and you want to go through what it's like to go through the 5 stages of grief, bargaining, acceptance, all of it, this might be a movie for you. And it's beautiful, and it's also just a gorgeously cinematography. It's gorgeous.
Okay. So yeah, check that out. What do you hope to have up on the channel next?
Well, hopefully Sparky and I will. There was a technical difficulty with our 10 best of for 2025, and hopefully we can rectify that. But it's probably still going to be a few days before that video goes up. And I definitely want to check out we're going to check out the new Bone Temple movie, and Velvet will be joining me for that one.
Okay. Trench, are you playing it chill? You stuff will come out when it's coming out. Is there anything you released recently, or is there anything coming out recently that you want to fucking mention or plug, or even another channel or another person if you want?
For me, nothing really going on. Like, things will happen when they happen, but I have things in my head, but I don't know when they're going to be made or if they're going to be made or when that's going to happen. For other people, I know Nate put out a couple videos that were pretty cool looking.
Yeah, Grief World. Hang on, I'll just find.
He did
Uh,
like some artistic type of stuff with the
Very
snow.
yeah,
Very
check out Nate's channel. I'm trying to find the fucking. Give me a second. Let's see. Grief Worlds for real. I'll just put up a comment. So if anyone wants to check out, that's Nate's channel name there. If you wanna check it out. And yeah, that's
What
essentially
about
what we have.
you?
Me, I have a couple more figures to review. I'm not sure which I'm going to do next. I have I had a review of The Invisible Man. It went up there that you got me, and yeah, it fucking kicks ass. But before I go, I want to thank everyone who stopped in. I want to thank Gory B Movie. I want to thank Sean Sheridan. I want to thank Rob's Vintage Video, Nate Grief World. We also had Jason
Moon.
Cullen, Eric, Hey Internet Eric, Moon, Larry, aka the Horror Cat Dog, Doc Kaiju, oh fuck, hang on, I'm after losing it. I fucking hell. Sorry, Jen.
No.
Yes,
There, I'll see if I can help
Acres
you.
of
That's me,
Movies,
Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm. We had No More Monsters, Strange Monkey, and
Strange Monkey. Yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't
The guy in
there a
the trench
gory
coat
person?
who always watches this.
Yeah, Rowdy.
Yeah, Gory B movie.
No, not Gory B Movie.
Oh, oops.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Trenchy had
Did I
the name
do it
there.
wrong?
Mm-hmm. No, it's
Oh,
good.
sorry.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna end it here. Oh yeah, Rowdy Riles. That's who Trenchy meant. Rowdy Riles was there, and with that, we're gonna end it here. Have a good evening and good night. Take
What
care.
about the guy in the trench coat with the penis hanging out?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Right, night.
Penis, happy penis,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Penis,
Bye.
milk your
Stay
penis,
frosty.
Bye.
penis milking.